I sound like Lionel Richie, people. Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. And I am joined by Oscar. Chelsea.
We scored a goal. We scored a goal. We scored a goal. We scored a goal. We scored a goal.
We are staying up. Said we are staying up.
That's the song I should have gone with. We are
Come
staying
on.
up. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea will be back in the Premier League next season. You ain't getting rid of us that easy.
Man,
3
I'm
points,
like,
man. 3 points.
moving like Wolves, bro. You're moving like Wolves, securing Premier League status. I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
CSI, we on your ass. FBI, we on your ass. MI5, we on your ass. Manchester United, we on your ass. Newcastle United, listen, we're here, man. We're lurking. We're ready.
They're lurking indeed. And I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United Interisti fan.
3 wins. That's all I asked for. 3 wins.
You know what else this means? 3 Premier League. More than any manager alone. That's what you asked for is 3 wins. Let's kick things off. Okay, people, we're going to kick things off. Shout out to everybody, first of all, in the comment section. Big up everybody that's watching the video.
Man.
Smash a like button on this video. Big up David NL.
Ever consider, by the way, just a shout out for David. Guys, every week David asks about the Fantasy League and I ignore the question because I'm embarrassed by my own performance.
It has to be addressed. For David's sake.
We'll address it in 3 weeks' time.
We will address it. Just for David. Big up Baraka in the building, my brother. What's up, you beautiful people? We bust case. Yes, Chelsea bust case. Wow. Big up Balotelli's 11-12 only prem assist. Big up the man then. Big up you, bro. Big up you. Where were you this weekend? Because he's always at a different game. You know what I mean? Shout out to Balotelli. You know, he's a match goer. You know, he's always
match goer, yeah.
That's where you were this
up and down the country, mate. He's probably checked out the championship, seeing what's going on in the playoffs. Big up the playoffs, by the way, because those spots are done. Shout out to Lola in the building.
All the Arsenal people come back. You know, after 2 wins.
Listen,
last weekend I couldn't find you, man. Too tough.
Listen, first of all, I left the first comment on the show, and I noticed that you didn't even talk about it.
No, we did.
We did.
You
definitely did.
Because we did.
I haven't finished it.
Yeah. Peter doesn't watch his own show.
Yeah,
what do you mean? I was enjoying it. Obviously, Arsenal Wolfsburg. Obviously, I had the show on the corner, bro. I was there watching it, peeking in and out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold that, man. Wolfsburg, hold that. Balotelli says he's on his way back from Newcastle.
What? Thank you very much for those 3 points, my friend.
Hey, guys, that's a wild weekend, you know. Bank holiday weekend in Newcastle. Endo says, I got some questions, not gonna lie. Big up him. Big up Nathan. Hold tight, the man that collected 3 points this week. Hey, that's me. Hey, he's talking about me.
Oscar hasn't felt like this for ages.
Let's go. Hold tight the teams that achieved the 40 points in me. Look, safe is safe, baby. You know what I mean? Safe is safe. That's what I'm saying.
How do you feel that Palace got there before you, though?
Huh?
How do you feel that Palace got there before you?
Oh, look, I couldn't care less who's above me in the league. I couldn't care less. Right now. Endo says making a late surge for 4th. Hey, it's coming. It's coming, Endo. I see it. And Lola says, I was at the women's game and you know it. Yeah, you lost that one too.
I'll big up Lola at the women's game as well then, yeah? You're done, represent. I said big up Lola at the women's game representing. But yeah, we're gonna kick things.
Can you just sing the song just before we move on?
I don't know this song. Todd Boehly went to France in his Lamborghini.
Went to France in a Lamborghini, brought us back a centre back. Benoit Badiashile. What a song. 10 out of 10.
Interesting.
10 out of 10. 3 points, 3 goals. Oscar Lampard saved Chelsea from relegation. Yes, he did. He saved Everton last year. He saved Chelsea this year. Sorry, the comments have got me swayed, Peter. Take over the show, man.
Got you swayed. Listen, listen. Arsenal have got 2 wins on the spin. Okay, 2 wins on the bounce. Okay, 2 wins in 1 week. First of all, against the Chelsea. Because Oscar, can we touch on that very briefly? Because that was what you would call a shocking. It was a diabolical performance from Chelsea. That was a pathetic performance from Chelsea. Oscar, I couldn't believe what I was watching. Bear in mind, Arsenal, who haven't won in 4. Yeah, just come off a heavy defeat at the City of Manchester Stadium where we didn't even arrive. And then we go and play Chelsea. And it's like, Did Arsenal drop any points? Who is this Chelsea side? I had no idea what I was watching.
I was in a good mood. I forgot that was this week.
That was this week. He was in a big mood.
Nah.
No.
Bro, I have never in my life contemplated leaving a game early than I did at this game. We
Especially as in London.
We didn't 3-0 down, guys. The stands cleared. People said I'm going home. I'm going home.
I'm off.
I should have joined them. Right, there's hella comments today. Everyone's got something to say.
Pick up the comments, crew.
SW6 says he was at the Emirates, Peter.
So what? I'm guessing at the away end with you.
Nah, but
no. I think he's talking about the Women's Champions League.
Yeah.
Fußball spielen.
That's why I assumed it was. He was there to watch Wolfsburg dump you out in the last minute of extra time. Nathan says, Big Man saying Kante always against Arsenal, except for that Europa League final, mate. How about that? Assad says, Raheem Sterling made me want to smash my screen Tuesday night, but we won the second half, so hold that. Big up Noni Madueke. Peter, you have to announce his name a few times, didn't you?
Cheers for clearing that, by the way, because I see the team sheet in it, and they're giving me this wayward name. I said that's not his name, bro. That's not what I've been hearing on the comms, yeah. And I thought I'd check with Oscar quickly. Like, hey, Oscar, how am I pronouncing my name?
His government name is Chupanonso.
Yeah, it's a proper long one.
I might be butchering that.
No, it's along them lines.
They're calling them lines.
And I was like, nah, he's
cool. Do you know what? Yeah,
say that.
I love the whole term government name. Like, that's not your real name. Like, what? Like, why is the government naming you?
Government name's got to be the most road thing ever. Like, these times your parents gave you this name. Not even like, it's not like...
It makes sense because that's what you are officially known as to the government. But if you've got, your name might be David, but everyone calls you Dave. To everybody, you are Dave. But according to the UK government, you're David.
Oscar, bro, certain roadmen were known by their road names by the police.
Yeah.
That one. I said CRS, yeah? Oh, all right then. Hell, man.
The government doesn't know who Kevin is, but they know Younger Shanks. They know him.
They know Shotgun. You know what I'm saying? They know these man there, boy. They know Nines. They don't know his real name. Flip it.
They don't know Courtney.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked.
Laughing, man. Nathan said, "Why am I doing hyper consolation?"
West London Blue. Yeah, bro. But what's it called? Yeah, big up. Anyway, listen, Arsenal. Yeah, get back to business. Giving Chelsea the slappage. But then the second half, you know what I'm saying? It was a bit dull. Everybody was a bit like flat. Chelsea kind of had their moment, and they scored their goal. Big up Madueke as well. He scored his goal. And like everyone's talking about, this young player they're bringing him through. I'm thinking to myself, guys, let's we forget they spent a fortune on this kid. Okay, let's be very clear. They spent a fortune.
Come on, not a fortune.
How much did you spend on him?
I think he was a young 30.
Say again.
I think it was a young 30.
A young 30 for how old? And who is he? Have you ever heard of him before he came to Chelsea?
I had heard of him. He's 21 years old, and we bought for 28 million euros.
Oh, sorry, euros. I guess it means it's not the same. It's not the same money, isn't it? It's still 28 million euros. My God, for a player that. What club did you sign him from?
He was at Dutch club. Was it Feyenoord or PSV?
No, PSV.
PSV.
They both red and white, man.
Anyway. Peter, you did him a disservice. It's not like he came out of thin air. Like he had some backing. He had some backing behind his name.
Okay,
like he was fair enough.
Okay, fair. And that's my ignorance. I wasn't hearing of this guy beforehand, right?
Nathan. 28 million euros is 55 million. What?
5 million. Huh?
What's the math there?
What's that Great British Pound?
He was a side man.
So yeah. But yeah, listen, look, Arsenal just dispatched Chelsea nicely, get back to winning ways, you know what I'm saying? The glue, as Oscar likes to call him. And then he continued that performance. He brought that performance against Chelsea and then took it to St. James's Park, okay, where Arsenal laid the smack down. People were telling me, bruv, yeah, I'm waiting for that Newcastle game. Man, was telling me, you got to go to Newcastle away. I won't be surprised if you lose or draw away from Newcastle. I've told you all season, guys, yeah? Teams have to come and play us, yeah? Not teams that are in third. Not teams that are in 4th, 5th, or 6th. They got to play us, the team that was top of the league all year. The team that's second all year. Part. Say again?
You can't do the bonus part.
What's the bonus? What do you mean the bonus? What's part A? What's part A? What's part A?
Liverpool
What's
City. Liverpool City. He's talking about part B. Part B don't make you pass the test.
City, we got absolutely slacked against City.
Robin,
Didn't even turn up.
can we talk about the nerve of this man? This man on this
I know.
The nerve of me.
He had the nerve to say, "I told you." Hold on, you told us a lot of things, and not all of them came to pass.
Okay.
Like, I told you.
Them selective profits.
What have I told you? Mr. Selective profits.
You told me the world was ended in 2012.
You told me City 3 points.
Told me about Brexit.
Liverpool is a game done. You told me the league is wrapped up. Big man, you're still in second.
I still believe it. You see that? If you read your Bible, Abraham died in faith. Abraham died in faith. Yeah, it didn't happen. He didn't get to see it. He died in faith. Yeah, let's be very clear. But secondly, okay, of course, I'm gonna back my team. Yeah, I'm backing my team to the end. We're still gonna win this league title until it's over. Until the what do they say? The fat lady sings. Until the whatever.
So technically speaking, if I get this right, you guys are both played 34.
I think we played 30. Is it 5?
You played 35, and City have played 34. So if City win their next 2 games, and is it done then that they've won it?
If they've got 4 games left, yeah. If they win, no, because they have. It's only one game, only one game. Because if we actually, I don't know. Is it 4 points?
Because if they win, they go 4 points, and then you're on level.
Okay, so in that case, then it's done. If they win game 37 away at Brighton.
Okay.
If they win away at Brighton in midweek, then the title's done.
That's saying if they've won, if they win the other 2 games as well.
The other ones,
so, yeah.
So, who is it? Is it Everton? And it's just Chelsea's in there, isn't it? Is City got Chelsea still? So
I think they've got Brentford final day as well.
Interestingly, right? Everton getting a win, Chelsea getting a win. Let's just mix that. Let's just mix that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a bit of form. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I feel like Everton's come too early, a game too early. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's now beach time for quite a few teams.
Nah, but no, Brighton have things to fight. I mean, De Zerbi pre-match was like, listen, we've got to win every game.
Yeah, but look what happened today.
But they beat who? Wolves, was it 6-0 last week?
They beat us last minute, and they beat
Man United, yeah.
And then they held what 5
to Everton. Guys, I haven't seen the game yet. I'm watching. I'm going to put on the highlights. Honestly, cocaine is a hell of a drug. But the thing is, listen, Arsenal winning away at Newcastle cannot be slighted. Yeah, big up Jorginho, bruv. Yeah,
that's big win.
Oscar, thank you for Jorginho. To all the Chelsea fans out there, thank you, because he is a box office player. I love it. Prime video, yeah? You see people like Mikel went to St. James's and benched Partey, guys. Let's deep the thing, bro. Let's deep the thing. He went up there and he benched Partey. He said, bun it. If you're not performing, naff off. Brings in Jorginho. And Jorginho really should have never, ever been dropped, in my opinion. I don't think he's done one bad game, really and truly. And like, I felt like he needs to play. He needs to get those minutes in. But he absolutely secured the thing in midfield. And Newcastle kind of played into our hands a little bit. After the first 5 minutes where hell on earth was coming, you know, like when the crowd was up, Newcastle were attacking, they've hit the post. It was oh my God. Yeah, I could see us wetting the bed quickly, right? We kind of weathered that storm. I think that once the penalty shout was sort of overturned, then the wind blew the other way for us, which was great. But the fact that they went with Isak and Wilson up top together, after like the whole season, they were asking Eddie Howe, put them together. Why don't you put them together? And he's like, look, the game plan is this, that, and the other. And then when he puts them in, he's like, yeah, I think they're ready to play together today. And once they've done that, I think it's the first time they started together up front. And, you know, Wilson nor Isak really sniffed that goal. The sort of the chances were coming from elsewhere. So, but yeah. Lola's saying, I ain't thanking a single Chelsea fan because Luigi had a good performance. 5 was out of form and he came in. Thomas Partey was out of form and he came in and did well. Jorginho should have been dropped when he kicked his first ball for Arsenal. As soon as he come and made his debut, he shouldn't be dropped.
I don't understand how you signed this guy in January. He's come in for Arsenal. He hasn't had a bad game, has he? He's pretty much.
I don't think so.
He played. But
I don't
Lola,
think so.
No.
His debut was against Everton, and that probably didn't help him because his debut was
oh
Everton
yeah,
when we
that was
lost.
cool. That wasn't great, but he was off the bench in that game anyway.
He was off the
They
bench.
came
Yeah,
off
it
the
was
bench.
nothing.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
nothing.
Like why he's got the name Luigi from Lola? I don't know.
No
Why?
idea.
I don't really.
Lola's not rated this guy since from day one. Has not rated this guy at our club.
There's not
Because
rated.
I remember
Decent.
arguing him. Was it the Villa game?
Villa
And
when
I
it
think
was in back four.
there might have been one other, and it was like, man, no, man, he's so he's so different. Like that's what I like is the fact that we bring somebody off the bench, and it's not like for like. It's somebody who there's a different mission with that player, and for us to beat Newcastle. By the way, lesson for anybody who wants to beat Newcastle away. Only Liverpool and Arsenal know how to do so. You need to have the ball. You cannot let Newcastle have this ball because they're just like truckers. They all just charge at the Gallagher end, and that's it. The wind, the crowd is on you and everything else. People like Tottenham couldn't handle it. There's a few clubs that could not handle it. I think even City drew there, start of the season, right? So like, one of the things Mikel was saying, we need to keep the ball. That's why he brought Jorginho in. He's like, I need to keep the ball. But obviously, I know as well that he wanted to drop Partey because Partey has been awful in these times when we've not been playing well. And that's the thing. It's not like we haven't been playing well. We've just dropped the ball, haven't we? We've just wet the bed. We go back to it. Your Liverpools, West Hams, whatever, Southampton. We've just wet the bed in all of those. And I liked what Gary Neville said that Arsenal were never off form because they were still playing superbly in moments of those games. It's just obviously that mentally and the defense, we just kind of let the team down at the end of the day. And so to see us play the way we did against Newcastle actually wasn't a shock to me because it was like, how confident I've been about Arsenal away from home. It's a shame they did not even wake up to travel to Manchester because that defeat there was just like, okay, you don't want this league title, fine. If you want to give it to City, give it to City. The only last thing I'll say on the Arsenal situation is that, because obviously I haven't been on the pod since we've been like really, it's been dross. And I'll just literally look, I've got to defend my team at the end of the day till the end. I still think we can still do this. I still think City will leave a door open for us. It's just for us to pounce. And another test was Newcastle away from home. Another test Arsenal have conquered. So it's like we just got to keep pushing till the end. And at the end of it, if it works out that Arsenal finish second, don't finish second 10 points behind City. Finish second, 4 points at best. You know what I'm saying? At the least, or let me say at worst, right? Finish 4 points behind them. If you could finish 1 point or 3 points, whatever, 2 points, who cares? Because at least it shows me that this team actually swung with City up until the very end. And in all honesty, like, not many would argue that City won the league. Many would argue Arsenal bottled it and gave it to Manchester City. And that's one thing as a fan you can either be very upset and angry about, or you can also be like, do you know what? It means that it wasn't for the lack of quality that we didn't win the league title. And that speaks volumes. Can Mikel get this team to challenge for the league title again next year? That's the very big question. A question I doubt at the moment, but a question that needs to be addressed and answered. But I'm loving the way, sort of the way Mikel was speaking yesterday. Was it yesterday? And just like his demeanor and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a fan at the same time as a manager, and he takes no crap from anything or anybody. He benches who he wants. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I want to ask you a quick question on what you've just been saying. But before we get there, there's been a goal in the 8 p.m. kickoff. Nottingham Forest 1, Southampton 0.
Saints are going down, aren't they? Will this mark them down? Will it mark them gone? Basically,
pretty much.
I think they're about 5 points or something like that.
He scored. He takes off his shirt, shows a message. Hallelujah, peace. Psalms 23.
Oh,
all that. Hosanna, I think the top one said. Crazy.
Oh,
crazy.
Hosanna.
Crazy. I do want to ask you a question because it's in the comments. People are asking. Nathan came up and said, Big Man Ting, we dropped the plonker Rob molding and our defense looks better. Lola also added,
he would have thought it.
Lola also added to that. In the past few games, makes me want to punch up Arteta. Kept holding in for what? And I think she said also he benches who he wants, but Rob Holding was touching the pitch. So PR, this whole Holding situation, it's been a big talking point amongst Arsenal fans. We mentioned it here on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. Thoughts? Do you think that is the reason why Arsenal were so poor in that 3-game run where you conceded a lot of goals to Liverpool, West Ham and Southampton?
Nothing to do with Holding at all. I think Holding's an easy scapegoat, just like Xhaka was once upon a time. And listen, Kivior came in. Let's be slow to judge Kivior, right? Because when his debut, he ducked a header in the Europa League, and we went out of the Europa League that round, right? When he played against, I think it was at Anfield, had a stinker at Anfield, which
got
is where we
spun.
lost the 2-0 lead and drew 2-2. Then he had a good performance against Chelsea, but let's be fair. Any defense against Chelsea,
when people were
right?
praising him for that, I'm like,
Exactly, right? It's not to discredit him. Listen, he's had a good. He's been fine. He's been good for Arsenal. I'm happy with him. Don't get me wrong. And then his performance is probably, the way that they defended as a unit against Newcastle. I'm like, okay, well done. This is good. Now I know people are saying this is making me feel more angry, but I'm not so sure that he's the situation or the reason why our defense was playing good or bad. What you have to understand is Arsenal bottled everything and then now are responding when the pressure was off. When we played Chelsea at home, there was no pressure on us anymore. It's off. And look how we play. Yeah. Now Newcastle, the pressure is on.
Would you say the pressure's off?
So what I was getting to is when we get to Newcastle
pressure
away,
has been transferred.
Newcastle away, right? There's big pressure. If Arsenal lose that, it's over. Yeah, there's nothing to discuss. But the fact that they actually turned up, clean sheet as well, by the way. Yeah, because that's another thing we don't do. We don't do clean sheets. We don't know what that means. Okay, so the fact that we got a clean sheet at Newcastle is boom, fine. Now here's Adrian, where I'd say, the pressure when it really mounts to it. If City, for example, lose to Everton and Chelsea, let's just say, for example, Everton and Chelsea, that's when the moment would count for Arsenal to capitalize.
Right.
Will they capitalize? Is the question. That's what I'm saying. So, because everybody will say, that you were being hunted and you bottled. It's like, no, we were hunted all year. Yeah, and we bottled it in a section of the season. Sadly, that section counts. And it's cost us. It's bitten us. If you can't beat Southampton home or away, this team's bottom of the league. Bottom of the league, you can't win the league title.
Peter,
you can't.
There's a lot of dialogue that I want to get to because people are saying real points. Lola said, I'm not saying holding was the only reason, but it's clear as day that holding did not allow us to play from the back or have a high line. So he was a massive part of the issue. Kiwior hasn't been some kind of godsend, but it's what we needed. A player who can play in the high line and play with the ball. Nathan goes on to say, Peter, you don't have to make mistakes to show that you're a crap defender. The way he isn't good on the ball, it hasn't got pace, and it just doesn't suit your play style at all.
Oscar, wait there. Why have we spoken about holding and not Partey? Why? Because both players got switched. Okay? Partey was awful for the 4 games. He was awful. And Mikel had enough. Said enough is enough. Jorginho starting against Chelsea. Enough is enough. And then he benched him against Newcastle away. You'd think, away from home, you know what I'm saying? You want to withstand the pressure. Guys, he may not play a game. He may not start a game for the rest of the season. Okay, rest of the season, right? 4 games. But he may not start again.
SW6 almost echoes your point. He says, what does holding have to do with Saka and Partey?
Listen, holding is not a world-class centre-half, right? He's not a world-class centre-half, but he was not the difference between...
Yeah, good centre-half. Forget world-class.
He is. No, he is a good centre-half. He is a good centre-half. I like holding. He's an unsung hero. He's not easy on the eye. He's just... Yeah, because, bro, Oscar, there are so... What did Wenger say? Sorry, he didn't cost 55 million, because I think he cost 2.5 million from Bolton. Wenger said, listen, we got an English centre half, and all you keep asking me is about buying another centre half. I've just bought one from Bolton, 2.5 million, and for what you paid 2.5 million, that's what you get.
No, Peter, what's holding good at?
No, he's good at tackling.
Huh?
He's good at tackling.
I disagree, but you see him more.
As a centre half, he's good at tackling. He's not got the pace, right? He's not got the like the ball playing football. He's not good with the feet, whatever. But he's a typical.
He's not aerial dominant. He's
Lancashire,
weak, can't play with the ball.
Northern centre half. That's what he is.
I could go to League One and find that. I could go to Oldham.
Of course you can. No, of course you can.
Who's the player that played for Oldham or Preston? Give me them, and I swap them in for Holding, and let's see if you see the difference.
But we picked him from Bolton, didn't we? It's the same situation. It's like buying a Bolton centre half now.
Peter, you're being what's the word? Questioned in the comments.
Why? What for?
Caesar Sense said Peter is a real DJ, remix legend.
Why? Why is that?
He's skanking right now.
He also said Peter is a charlatan, a flamboyant deceiver, one who attracts customers with tricks and jokes.
This is it's outrageous behavior. You've seen me from the minute last season. Go back to last season, episode 1, when we got our butts handed to by Chelsea. We got our butts handed to by Brentford, and then City gave us 5. And I said, guys, seatbelts in place. Get on it. David, either you join me or you don't. Get on it. Right? He didn't want no part of it. And then it started looking delicious, started to look fruitful. Listen, David's only angry because it's the hope that killed him. Not me. Not me. Not me.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
What do you mean David's angry because the hope killed him?
Yeah, because remember, he was sort of like, nah. Then he started seeing the grass was getting green, innit, yeah? So he was like, you know what, yeah. He didn't conform, but he said, you know what, yeah.
No,
and just when the heart was starting to smile, Arsenal let him down. And he's like, you see, I told you, bro. Listen.
Peter, David, first of all, David's angry because he knew that this would happen. He knew that this impending downturn in results would happen. And maybe it's not happened in the way that we all anticipated it would. But essentially, Arsenal are now in second place after being top of the league. And I think what David's saying is, you and Mirad tried to convince him for ages. And then when he didn't believe you, you told him he's not invited to celebrate with you should the event happen. So you can't turn around and say he's angry at himself.
Not should. Not should. The word was when. The word was when.
Yeah.
It was when. Pete, you told David you're going to win the league. You told him you're going to.
I did. I did. Well, you don't know that. We still got 3 games to go.
You're right. We don't know that.
Exactly. So you just told me we're not. Yeah, when we do, then we can cross that bridge.
Yeah, when you're that bridge, I didn't think you were going to win the league. That's just
we'll cross the bridge. Don't worry, we'll cross the bridge.
Yeah, Tahar saying also call them their real name, runners up elect.
Wow.
Mira,
come forth.
Champions League. Where is he? Where is he?
Listen, man, we're keeping that pressure on.
One of the first comments, but hey ho.
At the end of last season, he said he wanted 10 consecutive L's like Lee Gunner to get Arteta sacked. Now you've become this optimistic, happy fan.
I'm not. By the way, because I support my football club, that doesn't mean I have my allegiances somewhere or not. Yeah, everybody thinks I'm 100% Arteta in. Excuse me, did I declare? So
you think you're going to win the league and you're not Arteta in?
No, listen. If he wins the league, of course I'm in. You understand what I'm saying?
No, but you should be in now because you're telling me you're going to win.
I should be in. Because the proof has to be in the pudding, right?
You're going to win the league.
The proof needs to be in the pudding. The proof needs to be in the pudding. Listen,
Oscar,
now
the proof needs to be in the pudding. Oscar, now the proof needs to be there.
Okay, Robin, let's dissect this. You've studied English. You're good at English, right? You've studied it. When the proof is in the pudding for me to convert for the manager, okay? Convert for the manager. And what's ironic is, yeah, obviously, you know, my first year with him, I was like, you know what, I buy him the FA Cup, fine. The second year was a horror show, was a freak horror show. Then the third year, which was last year, fighting for top 4, he misses out, right? We bottle it. The fourth year, we're going for the league title. We could bottle it, okay? Where do you think I would lie? Where would my allegiances lie? I'm going to back my team because I'm here for it. I'm like, we're here. I said, strap in. Get the seatbelt on because it's going to be a bumpy ride. And guess what, guys? We've had 2-3 years bumpy rides. Nothing's changed.
So are you still out then?
I'm not in.
You're not in?
Not yet. Next, I'll tell you when I will be in. I'll tell the world, tell the nations. I will be in if next season I see us fighting for the league title again. Then I'll be like, you know what, this is real now. It's not a 1 year thing. Do you catch my drift? Because if it's like a 1 year thing, and then in your 4 years you had one good hot year out of the 4, I can't convert. They sacked my beloved Arsene for this. Okay, for Unai Emery, which we then let go, who's pulling up trees at Villa and Villarreal. Then they bring in, what's my man? They bring in Mikel. Come on, I can't do that.
You were Wenger out.
I turn it in, I was Wenger out. How dare you? How dare you?
You weren't Wenger out, you were Wenger changed. That's what you
were Wenger changed, that was the word.
Yeah, because but come on, I'd be a lunatic to be like, yeah, he's doing nothing wrong.
Of course.
I would have been a lunatic then.
The Arsenal fans were disgusting. I'll never forgive them for that. They hounded that man out of the club.
Literally hounded him out.
Nathan says, PR, put the 420 down. Peter's questioning man linguistics. Caesar Sanz says, "No, guys, this is a monumental backtrack.
How?
This
Where's the
is a
backtrack?
moonwalk."
Talk to me.
Endo
Where's
says,
man-
"Peter
where's
never
man-
changed, bro."
Listen.
He said, "Didn't Peter want Emery out after the first?"
Yes. Not the first 2 games. Turn it in. It
Right,
was literally.
early,
It weren't the
was
first
early.
2 games. Oscar, do you know when it
It was
was?
quick.
Listen,
It was very quick.
I'll tell you, it was not quick. I'll tell you all where it was. Because I
Where?
remember the day. I can never forget the day. Do you know why? Because it was at Goodison Park. The starting 11 had 2 players that we've never seen play that season. So
I
now, imagine
remember
this. Imagine this. It was about March time. It was around
Yeah.
March.
I
It was
remember the day because
Goodison Park, yeah?
you and I,
It was,
we
Mhm.
were on the way back from church and we were watching the game on Sky Go and we were livid. Well, you were livid about the team sheet. And we
Oscar, I was
couldn't believe the team
No,
sheet.
guys, let me bring you to the picture. I was spitting blood. Blood was coming out of my mouth, yeah?
Whilst driving.
While I was driving. Yeah, so I was already a risk to society, okay? I was fuming because in March, guys, imagine in the season 2018-19, in
Oh,
March,
God.
guess Emery decided to give first team appearances to
That Nunez.
Carl Jenkinson and Mohamed El Neni, who hadn't played a game that season. We go to Everton away. And bear in mind, guys, we missed out on 3rd place by 2 points. Never mind top 4. We missed out on 3rd by 2 points behind Maurizio Sarri's Chelsea. He started Carl Jenkinson and he started Mohamed El Neni at Goodison. He's having a friggin' laugh. I said, that's it. I said, out. I want him gone. I said, I wanted him gone. Get out of here. After that, guess what happened, guys? Wolves away, Leicester away, and then Brighton
Palace
at home.
Oh, was it-
Palace. No, Palace at home was Palace was at home was the last game of the season. I think second to last 3rd game of the season. We lost all 5 of those, and finished 3 points off the top of 3rd place. Guys, he bottled it, you know. And then we went to the Europa League final and didn't even turn up. I was the only Arsenal guy in Baku that day because I didn't see none of my players. I was the only one that was there.
Peter was in Azerbaijan. That's hilarious.
I was in Azerbaijan. They can't call that a European country. I'm so sorry. You can't travel 6 hours. You can't travel 6 hours and tell me I'm playing in the Europa League. No. Oscar, you get to Morocco in 4. You get to Uganda in 8. No.
Different modes of transportation.
I don't give a damn. It was April, not March. That's when your downfall started. Go to March because we lost. We drew that. We remember Aubameyang missed that penalty against Spurs at Wembley. Listen, I don't forget that season.
Yeah.
I can't forget that season, my friend. Trust me. March was the beginning. Because March we were 3rd. We were 3rd in the league in March. Anyway. Anyway. Nothing has changed. I've not been Arteta in once. I've been Arsenal in all the way. Yeah. And the way I convert, I'll tell you right now, I'll convert. If you say like this time next season, Arsenal go again in the same kind of vein, then I'll be like, you know, he's for real. He's for real. Because then I can believe that okay, we're gonna be pushing and challenging. And that's all I expect. That's all I want.
I think when I watched Arsenal yesterday, it really made me think, right, Arteta's done a fantastic job because this team,
where you came from,
like Newcastle are one of the best teams in the league. Yeah, they're so difficult to beat, especially as you know they don't concede a lot of goals, especially at their place. And
best defense in the league, right?
Pardon?
I think they're the best defense in the league. I think
overall. So. And the performance that Arsenal put on there with like a lot of young players. Like, come on, man.
That's the fear, innit? Like,
it's just done a fantastic job. Like, I
you
don't
know
how anyone can splice it any other way. Like,
I just need to. What my only concern, Oscar, really and truly is this for real? Am I actually believing this? Because remember we finished 8th twice. That's what I know. Yeah, we finished 8th twice, and then next year we finished 5th. Okay, fine, 5th where we went for. We really tried to go for it, but we didn't even buy players like barely in January.
I think last season we saw this though. We saw this.
We saw what exactly?
We saw Arteta build a squad that was good.
Yeah,
and this season he's improved to a much higher grade than we all thought.
100%. Yeah.
Like
100%. Like it would be silly for me to. It would be there'll be like pro Arteta people that will think, come on, man, what's it got to take for you to actually go over? For me, it's just like, look, if we're Arsenal in it, yeah, and I want to treat Arsenal in a sense of. I want to find this team fighting for the league because I think people thought I was crazy for the fact that I wanted a manager who could push the league title again, even though we ain't touched it for 20 years. it wasn't, because for me, I always felt like we were never that far. Like even with Liverpool, like Liverpool in all their years when they had some horrible years, they were just a few tweaks away from really saying, okay, we've arrived at least in a title challenge. And look at them, when Klopp's come in, it's as if it's chalk and cheese between Klopp and say Roy Hodgson. Like those days are completely two separate eras of football, but they were not that far away. And a lot of those players, the likes of Henderson still being in that side, and players like that, you think, geez, how has this team still got these kind of players in there and whatnot? Listen, I'm closer to believing it than I wasn't, but next season will really show. Because if imagine Oscar, imagine we go back to next season and Arsenal are fighting to get into the top four again. What do you reckon? Like it'll just be like oh, this is I'm not here for this fight. I don't want to fight for the top four.
Come on. This is the league that we're in. Like, it's a tough league, and we're in a league where this year, the top four that's currently in the league this year, we'll in a couple of weeks we'll be doing our predictions and going over what we thought at the beginning of the league. I don't think anyone got this top four correct. I don't think any of us. So it's not one of those ones where you can just predict what's going to happen. Next season could be another thing where many teams are closer to City's level than we thought. So
you're absolutely right.
I think the main assessment for Arteta is this Arsenal team good next season? And
and I think that's what I'm saying. If Arsenal are only challenging for the top four based on merit, that's a problem for me. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like they got to be first again next season. They got to be second again next season, right? Which, by the way, we've confirmed at least we're second this year. But like, it's a case of, it was this year a fluke. That's what I want to know. Was this a one-off? Not fluke, but was it a one-off? You understand what I'm saying? Sorry, what was my man's comment? Endo.
Peter fears that this could be another Brendan at Liverpool season, just a fluke season.
Honestly, because and to Endo's point, it's because I watched 2020 season. I watched 2021. I saw 2022. Like these things are in my brain. They're here. Yeah. So 2022-23 season is like no Arsenal fan can believe what's going on. That should tell you the picture of where Arsenal fans stand. They can't believe it. They can't believe what they're seeing this year. And that's why at the end of the day, they're going to get a standing ovation at the end of the season. Because it's going to be like, flipping hell, boys, you absolutely smashed it this year. It's a shame you didn't cross the finish line, but my God, you lot absolutely battered teams this season. You went to grounds, you went away from home, clean sheets, 3 points. You know them way there. That was unheard of with us. Unheard of. We don't go to Stamford Bridge and get clean sheets. We don't go to Tottenham and get wins. You know what I'm saying? It's Newcastle. Yeah, nah, man.
And that's all credit to organisation from Arteta and building that squad, because like it's him.
What's so funny is that a lot of us can see where Mikel's gone wrong, and a lot of us in certain games we were criticizing and we were pinpointing like substitutions, we were pinpointing certain things where we're like, Mikel, you've got to do better in them situations, and that's just down to his, I'd say, inexperience, but he's been there like he's one of the longest serving managers in the league at the minute, just because of how rapid things change. But like, he's got the experience, but he's also so young that he's making mistakes still as a rookie. But anyway, Man United have more clean sheets than this season. Man United have more clean sheets this season with 15. Oh, so they've got more clean sheets than Newcastle? Is that what you're saying?
I think they're I assume it would be us.
Oh, listen.
No. It's the whole season.
Nothing to sing about. If you sorry, no, nothing to sing about if it's against Arsenal, because Arsenal concede every week like it's cash. Like we were doing it all the time. I know I've just waxed lyrical about how good they were in certain games, but like we don't know how to keep a clean sheet, for crying out loud.
Peter, Endo's question. He says, can we discuss a player who Peter wasn't really fond of, Martin Odegaard? He's got 15 non-penalty goals from midfield and could break a record. Sensational player. Lola adds to that. Oh no, sorry, that was a different point. But yeah, Odegaard.
Yeah, listen. But you see, Oscar, yeah, you see at St. James's Park, the reason why you can love and hate him at the same breath, because he was outstanding. He was outstanding. Let's be very clear. The one-on-one he has just before half-time, I thought we're gonna get stung by that. He has a sitter. He puts one defender on the floor, and he's just him and Nick Pope, and he passes. It's a back pass to Nick Pope. And it's just like, come on. He has to have, like, he's growing, innit? He's growing. He's getting better and better. He's definitely been better than I thought he would be, but he's definitely not reached the level that I feel like he should be. Does that make any sense? I don't know if that even made sense. But, like, when I think of Arsenal's number 8, number 10, whatever. You know, that kind of player, the playmaker, the dictator of the ball, and whatever else. Right? I've had Özil, I've had Cazorla, I've had players like that where they are exceptional. When they're on their day, nobody touches them. And Martin, I don't think has had that performance yet. People are waxing lyrical about him, but I'm still like, he's still got. There's still gears in him left. I think there's still more in that boy. There's still more. There's still more. And but he's been brilliant though. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing as well. Like the fact that he is our captain, it's like, it's weird. That is just weird. You know, he's the Arsenal captain, guys. Let's think about that. And think about the captains we've had in the past. That's weird. But anyway, it's a new era of football.
This is only second season as a perm player as well. So it's quite.
You know what I'm saying? As a
he's like 24. Yes.
They're saying
it's very weird.
Odegaard's season has been better than any Ozil season at Arsenal.
I wouldn't agree with that. Not at all. Ozil's first season was better. Ozil's 2016 season was better. Like Ozil's had some tremendous seasons. Like people are just falling asleep because his striker was Olivier Giroud, and his right winger was Theo Walcott. You know what I'm saying? Like let's leave Ozil out of this conversation, please. We don't want to get into that. Ozil as a football player levels above Martin Odegaard. It's not even close. Let's not do this. It's not even close. But yeah,
that's an interesting one there, the Ozil Odegaard situation. Lola says, he's 24. He'll grow more, but at this stage, he's playing. There's a reason he's in a shout for player of the season. I don't think he's in a shout for that. But
I don't think he's in a shout for that. Player of the season.
Yeah.
I'd say team of the season. Yeah, maybe so. But like player, I'm not so sure about that.
I just want to give you an update in the game that's currently going on. Forest went 2-0 up. Awani scored his second. An excellent volley. Southampton responded to make it
Man of God.
Man of God. Yeah. Southampton responded to make it 2-1. I can't remember who scored. And now it's the 42nd minute, and Nottingham Forest has just been given a penalty. It was a very, very poised game. Like it felt like Southampton could get a second and make it 2-2. That's where it felt like it was heading. But penalty now to Nottingham Forest. Sorry, and guess who's giving it away, PR?
Southampton. Let's see if it's Southampton player. Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Ainsley, mate, he knew exactly who it was. He knew exactly who it was.
Ainsley
Maitland-Niles.
I fought for him, you know.
It was Alcaraz that scored.
I don't.
No, he said he wanted to play. Well, yeah, I guess not. It's his own fault, but it's ironic. He said he wanted to be a CM at Arsenal.
Yeah,
he's never playing right back again. And where's he playing today, Oscar?
Right back.
Listen, he rejected Wolves because they wouldn't play him in the central midfield role. Southampton said that they would, and then Southampton would put him out as a fullback. There you go. He could have been our fullback at Arsenal, helping us win this league.
Also, I just want to say,
would have been a sick utility player, you know.
I just want to say, I don't know if we've touched on this, but I think Southampton's blue kit could go down as one of the worst kits in Premier League history. No. Don't say no and then tell me a worst kit. Talk about that kit.
Oh, the kit is horrific. It's a horrific football shirt.
That's one of the worst football shirts I've ever seen.
It is one of the worst football shirts I've ever seen. But what is, Everton's Pepto-Bismol kit doesn't fill me with glory. There's a kit that who is it? Is it you would buy that?
I can handle it. I don't want to buy it.
When was the last time you seen United playing their neon green shirt?
Yeah, I saw it once, never again. Never again.
That's the opening day, Brentford, isn't it?
I agree with you. It's a really bad kit, but we've seen variations of the neon green. You know what I mean? A lot of teams have had that phase when they go for the neon green, and it's horrible.
Yeah, Chelsea had one actually. Was it 08?
But this Southampton kit is uniquely. Have you seen the pattern on the front of it?
Yeah, they played it at the Emirates.
It's horrendous.
Yeah, it's a horrific kit. It's definitely awful. It's definitely awful. There's another kit this season that I remember seeing, and I said, "You deserve to go in the bin with that."
Are the rumors true? We should have a pod where we just review the new kits.
Like, I think we should.
You know what? All jokes aside, that might be a.
And just review them.
SW6.
That was very YouTubey.
Like
SW6.
Arsenal's away kit next season looks horrific. I think the home kit looks kind of mid as well.
Yeah, the home kit with the gold kind of streak. Yeah.
Yes, to commemorate the unbeaten season.
20 years, isn't it?
Let me say this: I cannot confirm nor deny SW6.
I think
cannot
all
confirm
the
nor
rumors
deny.
are true. Like we're at the point where we're seeing the kits.
The green thing is the one I want, bruv. That's the thing I want there, boy. Nice little collar and that homage to '94. Yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking about that kit. Just don't know what
Yeah,
it is.
Lonely saying this is the first year that Adidas has missed. I think I can agree. This year looks kind of mid. The green, your green team.
No, I love the green thing. Not the Illuminous highlighter pen. Not that. I'm talking about the green one, the dark green one.
Oh, is that a kit?
We've got this the third. We've got a dark green one, blue collar, lovely. Oh, lovely. But yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Adidas's first year probably. But you know what's funny about Adidas's kits?
I like the pink one though.
I've got some of the old, like I've been looking back at the old kits from like season 1, season 2, and they don't age well. And that's a shame. You know, like kits.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when you look at kits, you think, yeah, like the first season, like there's the home away kit, whatever, third kit, they all look out of date. But they may become classics, but it's the fact that they try to be the classic of the classic. It probably won't work. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this year's kits. Oh, the black one. Listen, I don't. And here's the thing, guys. The fact that they gave us the black kit this year, they can do what they want. They can do what they want. I could give a damn.
Nathan says, Oscar, your red and blue kit from 2021. When did we have a red?
It weren't red. It was like a pink. It was almost like, you know, that color. It's like between red and pink.
Oh, I know the game.
The pink one. Yeah.
Was it the Crystal Palace one?
They look like Crystal Palace. Yeah.
I was back. Yeah.
Like Yokohama.
Was it red? I guess it was red, maybe. But
it was a shade of reddish, kind of pinkish. It was
like a reddish. It was like a dark salmon.
What I like is we're getting to the point in the season where all the sales come on, and then we just get bare of the stuff to go.
Like 60% off. They want to get rid of the stock.
I haven't bought any Chelsea shirt this year, but that gold one we have is fire, so I might need to copy it when it goes on sale.
I told you, blood. I said to you that kit's shower hour.
I don't know why I never bought it. I don't know why.
No
I think
idea.
Chelsea just annoyed me every week, so I thought, no.
Yeah. Right. Let's move on from Arsenal anyway. Manchester United. I mean, listen, Robin, we've done you a favor beating Newcastle, okay? To at least give Man United some room to go and hit third place, yeah, and cement. But instead, you're getting bubbles blown up you guys' backsides. What's happening here? West Ham United and the goal you conceded. Lord have mercy. You was on a flight.
So let me give the audience some context of my week. So I've been working hard at work. Lots of things going on in the world. If you know what I do, bare things going on. So I'm quite busy. But Thursday evening, I'm starting my holiday. So I have an early flight. I'm going to the sunshines of the Mediterranean. I'm watching us play Brighton, constant back and forth whatsoever. And have I lost everyone?
No, we're still here.
No. Cool.
Here, bro.
And thinking it's going to be a 0-0. And then I see the handball, and I said, "Really?" I think that's my last tweet I tweeted, because I said, you know what? I'm going on a holiday. I don't need to be stressed. I get on the plane.
See you.
I'm enjoying my life. Instagramming away all the good stuff. I get on the plane coming back to England, so I have no idea what's going on the ground. I land. I see 97 WhatsApp messages. I'm thinking, here we go. Here we go. I see some people at me saying, what's going on? I said, listen, I've been in the sky. I have no idea what's going on. I saw the score. I said 1-0 West Ham United. That's okay. Let's see how we conceded. I've not watched the game. I've seen the goal. That's all I need to see. I don't need to see the rest of the game. No, he is a disgrace of a goalkeeper. Honestly.
Hey. Sign a new thing.
I could
give him a 5-year contract. I beg you. Give him a 5-year contract.
I could not because as a goalkeeper, not even as a goalkeeper, as someone that's in the net, we have all played football just with the gang or Amanda. As someone with net, I'm sure anyone can save that goal. It wasn't even hit hard. It wasn't even out of his reach.
SW6.
He looks like he actually.
That's an awful effort. Awful.
He's a shower of absolute garbage. This guy, flip me, man. He's your
And
goalkeeper. He's your starting
he's a,
goalkeeper.
and the fact that he has the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season is in spite of him, not because of him. That is because look who has been in front of him for many times, most of the year. We've had two solid centre backs. When they both get injured, we've had a crisis to the fact that we're putting a left back in centre back. But that does not excuse what has happened. Now we're in a situation where, yes, you said it correctly, Peter. We should be comfortably third. But now we're literally trying to crawl over the line. And that's if we crawl over the line. Yes, we still have a game advantage over Liverpool. And we literally have to win 3 out of 4 games. Our next 4 are Bournemouth, Wolves, Chelsea, and Fulham. Wolves are at the beach. Bournemouth are pretty much done. Chelsea, now they've secured, I don't know what they're going to do. And Fulham are as damn hell at the beach because they ain't producing nothing.
SW6
Now,
just watched it.
Now,
It's a shocker. It's a shocker.
Honestly, he needs to check his bank account.
honestly, as much as I can say, it's just pathetic. And I just,
He's a criminal.
all I want to do is win 3 games.
People can't listen,
call the
guys,
season
people
gone.
can't be on these salaries. You can't be on such wages. Like you
Peter?
can't, bruv.
Peter, he's on that wage.
He is fleecing Man United. Oh my god. That's what you
In
call a
football,
fleece.
There's no such thing as a performance review, is there? You can't have such a howler like that and then come in on Monday. In a regular workplace of work, you can't have a howler like that and then come in on Monday hunky dory.
Yeah, you can't. And
Where's the penance? Where's the punishment? Where's the disciplinary action? I'm being deadly serious. Like he's gonna start next week after that.
That's the thing. He's gonna start.
That's an offense. Like in the workplace, you get put on probation for them.
Yeah, you get a letter. You're getting a letter. There's a warning coming. And the thing is, like, if this game was
Yeah,
on
they log
Sky,
it on your file.
if this game was on Sky, we would have had the pleasure of Roy Keane dissecting this one because he can't stand that man, right? Clearly. I said he's said guys with his salary, he could buy Luton Town in the playoffs.
That's how much money he's paid.
No. Ernest meant Luton, the club, the town, the people, everything.
The uni, I said the lot, bro. You should just take the lot, bro. All of them,
The whole lot.
Now, if you ask me, can we win these next 4 games? Yes, we can. They are all winnable. Very, very winnable.
I'll be gobsmacked if you don't make the top 4. I'll be gobsmacked if you don't make the top 4.
I'll be, and it's annoying.
That's a sackable offense.
It's becoming a constant individual error. How many times have I seen this season? De Gea, just with De Gea with 3 dots after a tweet. Why am I seeing that constantly? And then you're asking for a new contract. No, he shouldn't get one.
Give him a 5-year deal. I need a 5-year deal.
But I don't have much to say because
I'll take it
like
to
I was on holiday. I don't have much to say because I was away, so I didn't see the game fully, and I don't need to see the rest of the game. From what I've heard, is that we just kept peppering them and we missed the goals. It sounds like a repeat of Brighton. So just put the ball in the net, get those 3 wins, get to Champions League, and then I can call the season done.
I thought United were dead, you know. Like first half they had chances. Second half was calm. I don't really think they offered much, to be fair.
Do you know what it is? I was watching Man United thinking this team is so dead. Like Man United fans who've travelled to that game, they're looking at their team not really like convinced that they're gonna go there and just cut man open. You know what I'm saying? Play any form of like good football. Like it's sluggish. It's like I got to wait for the
counter-attack. No. Honestly, guys, can we park on this Weghorst thing? That's what's going through Ten Hag's minds. What is he seeing in the sky where he runs hard? I don't get it. He's 6'6", but he's crap in the air.
Do you know what he's seeing? He's seeing.
He turns like an army tank.
Someone at the training ground, man.
Adrian, this is what he's seeing. He's looking at Martial and thinking, I can't rely on you because you can't give me minutes.
Another manager.
Guess what, guys?
So he has to turn. He has to
Since
turn to the other
2021,
person. He
Martial's
can't
got
rely
9 league
on.
goals.
Wait,
Exactly.
no, hang on, wait, no. I need to hear that clearly. What did you say, AD?
Since the season starting 2020-2021, Anthony Martial's got 9 league goals.
No. 9.
Well,
See, he's not got 9 league goals. You're just lying. You're lying. All of you are liars. Because how can that be your centre forward at Manchester United? People like Cavani have left. Ronaldo's left. Who else did you have up front?
Greenwood left. Well,
Well, yeah. They
no,
should bring
because
it back.
let's be honest, like he was a cold finisher. He was a really good finisher.
Honestly, man. Oh, you lot are just. I mean, Martial and Weghorst is their centre forwards, guys. Are you hearing this? This is their centre forwards. I said no to Martial in 2016. He's still here. He's still here. I can't believe it, man. De Gea has 1 Premier League title. He's been here 10 years. He's been here. What
He's
is
been
it?
here
Even
12
11 years? Is it 12? I think it's 11. No.
It's 12. No, it'll be 12 once he's done.
See, I thought it was he joined the year City won the league. The level on points thing.
No.
I thought he joined that year.
10-11.
But anyway, 10-11 he joined. Flip me.
Really?
I thought
Wow.
he joined the year City won the league. But yeah, flipping hell. He's been here 10 years, 1 title. 10 plus years, 1 title. Come on, guys.
There's not much, just because the answer is very simple. Win 3 games, we call it a day. Season.
Robin, out of 10, what do you think? Like the chances of you making the top 4? Are you 10 out of 10? Are you 9? Are you 8?
7.
7.
I'm 7 because I look at our opponents, and I'm thinking, no, come on.
No, seven's quite low in my opinion.
Yeah, 7's low.
7's low. Like when I look at Liverpool
No, because that's 70%. So that's 70%. Liverpool will win their next 3 games because their next 3 games are against fodder. So it's nothing to do with Liverpool.
I mean, you never know. I mean, never say never.
I saw your friend. I saw Leicester. I saw who else is there?
Southampton final day.
Your last 2. Yeah, Southampton, and I said, okay, that's 6 points. And I can't remember. It's literally win your 3 games and you're calm.
No, yeah, Leicester Villa.
Villa at home. That's the one.
Yeah. So you only got 1 home game left, man. 3 games to go, guys.
We've had like 3 home games in a row.
Fair enough. Liverpool. I mean, look, you lot have been winning games on the bounce.
Well, I think I said it a few weeks ago. I think Liverpool are going to win every game to the end of the season. Like they just put on those kind of runs. And Manchester United, I'll be honest, to let it slip. Like I remember last week, I think it was Robin and Ernest, or maybe it was the week before. Robin and Ernest were doing the maths on how many games you need to win, and it was just 3 games.
I was like 7 at that point.
Managed to put it in jeopardy, losing to Brighton and West Ham. If I was a United fan, I would be livid at this club because you should not be sweating at all. Top 4 should be done and dusted. The fact that they've even allowed this, and one of them, I don't think it's really your fault. The Brighton game, it was a draw. The game had a draw written all over it, and then Brighton got that last minute penalty out of nowhere. But this West Ham performance was disgusting. And I do have a bit of empathy for Ten Hag. I'm 50-50 because, you brought in Weghorst. So I'm just like, why did you do that? But then on the other side, I'm like, his options are terrible. His options are bloody woeful. Anthony Martial, I don't know who this brother is. I don't know who this guy is. Ernest used to preach this guy all the time. And I believed. When Ernest makes a convincing argument, you believe it.
Because he was their best finisher, really.
It's the injuries, right? Though, to be fair, man.
The injuries are definitely up there. But guys, give me 2 years in 6.
Adrian. If your best ability is availability, what you got for me?
But it's not even that.
Listen, I've been hounding that guy out for like 5 years now.
No, but guys, he's not good enough to be Man United centre forward, fit or not.
He was like 23. I said, hang on a minute, he's not a kid no more. I need to see something.
He's 26 now.
Well, what's the year Pepe came? That's when I put the lights on him. Yeah, Pepe came.
Useless, bro. The
whatever year that was.
Useless in Sevilla. Comes back to Man United on the injury table half the season. When he's fit, he's not offering what United need. So I'm looking at Ten Hag and I'm just like, you're really shackled here. But then I don't know how much to blame him for that. This team is really, really bad.
Yeah, I agree.
bad.
No,
Like,
Oscar, as I said to you, I was watching this United first half, and I was just thinking, this team is dead, bro. Like I was just like, when you get to that conclusion of like
don't get Harry Kane.
Like I've just finished Arsenal Newcastle, right? We've just finished that game, and then I flicked over, and I'm like, this is chalk and cheese. This match, because West Ham are dead as well.
And you're 1-0 down. You're an opportunity to make subs. He's bringing on Sabitzer and Sancho, and I'm looking at him like, brother, this is not going to win you the game.
I don't think that's his fault, though.
Yeah, but that's exactly my point.
Sancho cost 70 million. Why the hell can't you make an impact on that game?
Because Manchester United
That's true.
over the past 10 years, 10
Here we go. We're here.
has been horrendous. It's been horrific, and they've spent a ton of money. They've thrown money at it.
A truckload of it,
A
bro.
truckload.
Like lorries and skips have come over and just thrown money at Man United. They've just thrown it at the transfer market, player after player. Anthony, I was watching Anthony, and I was thinking they spent nearly 100 million on this guy. Like, what does he do? Like, what does he do, bro? What does he do? Like, Ten Hag needs to go to that, knock on that boardroom if he's got any integrity about him, and demand 500 million. And give me 500 because I need that.
I don't think it's that drastic, because I think when you look at the I tell you why. When you look at the likes of your Varans, your Martinez's, your Casemiros, when genuine quality has been added to the side, it's improved.
But that's the only quality at the club. It's the
Exactly. Adrian, if this club does not make top 4 this year, what improvement are we talking about?
It's sackable.
For me, it's not even on Ten Hag. About 7 people need to get fired above this guy. 7. Like how on earth this can all fall on him when the squad he's walked into is terrible. He's just guys and said, let me get Malacia, let me get Weghorst. Maybe they know what to do, bro. And he's brought Anthony from the same club. Like, brother, the rest of these guys are bums. The rest of these guys,
from the position that they was in,
ineffectiveness.
I'm sorry, I can't look any further than the gap. I'm afraid.
We've rinsed Chelsea in it, and rightly so this season. Man United have spent $1 billion in a decade and don't have a league title to show for it. They've not had a title race to show for it because although they finished second maybe twice, they were in the race.
19 points.
They were in the race. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop it. We need 7 players. #free Ranić was the Ofsted inspector, and they just didn't listen to him.
That's right. Look, I hate Ranić. He just said we need 7 players, and then he cut. He offered no consultative approach. No help.
No, you can say that about Ranić, bro. Man United just ditched him. They're just like, yeah, we don't need you. He's like, hang on a minute, you've brought me in to do a job to be a consultant, but
then he went to Austria.
To be fair. Every manager that leaves Manchester United, they look back and they tell you, guys, it's not what it seems in there. Inside that house, it's crazy in there.
All of them, bruv, all of them. Van Gaal, all of them. They've all got something to say. Mourinho, he can't stop talking about Man United. They've all got something to say about the dross. Sanchez wanted to go back to Arsenal after day 1 in training. Come on.
Is that a real story?
Apparently, it's made the rounds from his agent.
Bro, look, Sancho couldn't Sanchez couldn't believe what he walked into. Cristiano Ronaldo is doing Piers Morgan interviews saying,
Wait. What did you say?
Who?
You, Oscar.
I said Sanchez couldn't believe what he walked into.
No. The name after Alexis Sanchez. The greatest goal scorer of a generation.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He said, what is going on at this club? It looks like 2003. It looks like when I first got here.
He's got better facilities in his house.
Guys, I swear, the gym in Ronaldo's house is more equipped.
Of course, yeah. He's got a sauna.
He's got a cryo chamber. He's got a cryo chamber at home.
Guys, the rant I'm giving now is excessive. But if United fail to make top 4, oh my goodness. Because we want to talk about Arsenal bottling the league. If you lot bottle this top 4,
Oscar, they were in the title race, remember? They were in the title race this year.
I
That's
just
that
told
one
you-
for quadruple not too
I just
long
told
ago.
me, guy, Peter, they told me they're in a title race. Do you know how long this lasted? They lost in 3 days. They lost to Palace. 3 days.
And then they lost to Arsenal. It was like, all right then, mate. See you later.
Nah, man. Nah.
You know what though? I love it though. I don't want Man United to change. My only fear is that they're gonna change in the summer. Like I fear that they're gonna, because you know that they're the kind of club like Chelsea. If they want to, they turn on
Yeah.
the switch and it can just go right. But they've never turned on this switch. That's the thing.
They have to fail. They have to fail. Manchester United have to be out of the top 4.
Oscar, they
For them-
finished
for them-
7th
for a
1
light-
year,
For a light bulb to even flicker in their heads that there's something wrong.
bro.
I lie. If
finished
they get top
7th 1
4,
year.
job done.
If United get top 4, they're going to sign 3 players and we're going to be right back here next season.
I don't mind that. I don't mind.
If United don't get
I
top
mind.
4, then maybe they'll spend a bit more money. Like,
Let me tell you, I'm watching your transfer window with scrutiny, Robin, because you've signed Sabitzer, Anthony, yeah, Weghorst.
Well, the
I'm
answer
watching
to
your
that
transfer
question
window.
is I don't even know if we're going to have a transfer window.
Put Malacia in there.
Wait there. Let me hear this. Why ain't you got a transfer window?
Because our ownership's not been sorted out yet, Peter. I don't
can
know
tell you
who's going to bring in
let
the
me tell you.
fund.
Let me tell you who your ownership's going to be in the summer. The Glazers. Okay, let's just call it what it is. Because
No,
right, Man United
exact-
would have new owners if they would like, if there was legit, like Glazers want to sell, such and such wants to buy. Here's the fee. Boom.
Yeah.
You lot would have owners now. How many times have they said that? Oh yeah, the deadline got pushed. The deadline's been pushed.
But
The
the thing
deadline's
is,
been
Peter,
pushed.
listen to this. Peter, you used to listen to this. The Glazers don't want to put any money, more money, into the club until this thing is sorted. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if we're going to have a transfer window.
Wait, quick
I do
question.
not know.
What money is this? No, I'm being deadly serious because they don't put their own money. So what? Are they withholding the club's money to spend on the club?
Remember, Adrian, last week when I went on the rant and I said,
Yeah.
like, listen, all of the
Oh,
credit
dear.
cards and the local council, all that stuff, they're asking for the money back, and the Glazers don't want to pay. Hence, why this whole shebang of new ownerships and stuff is going away. Because ultimately, what they want is to keep their own money. If they stay,
So why
they
don't
have
they
to pay
sell?
up because they just want as much money as possible.
I don't think they want to sell.
I don't think they want to sell. And also, if you're
This
going to
is
sell,
unbelievable.
put that broke brother. What's his name? Ratcliffe. Put that broke brother in charge, bro. That's
Why
good.
is he
That
broke? Ratcliffe's a baller, bro.
Oscar, you see these UK dons. Don't believe, bro. Don't believe. Yeah, these Ken Bates and frigging John Walker.
I'd say.
Come on, man. Do me a favor.
He said no one from these isles.
No one in this island can frigging step up to what to Man City's Qataris, or what are they? Not Qataris.
I lie.
Emirates to their Emirates, to frigging PSG's Qataris.
You
To,
think
who else?
you think
Like,
because
name-
The Etihad.
Lord Sugar was selling computer bits and bobs in Canning Town in the mid-60s, you think he could talk to a Qatari? Move, man.
Oscar, look at the English owners in football.
Flipping
Look at
oligarchs.
Palace. Look at Palace. Yeah, the owners in English in football. Crystal Palace. Look at them.
Great owners.
Look at the state of them. Great owners. Look at the state of it, though. Look at the state of it. There's
It's
nothing
like a bump into
there.
Steve Parish on the Bakerloo line.
Bro, man, I forgot. Lord Sugar owned Spurs, bruv. Spurs. Look at them in the
What,
90s.
in the 90s, there was a lot of English owners. Now,
Yeah,
there's-
look. Now there's none.
Where are they?
And if they're there,
Look, the game's gone up. The game's gone up. The
Samuel
money-
Jordan almost made Palace go bust.
Oscar, Leeds have got more money than freaking than anyone else because they got Italian owners. Oh my god, Watford's got more money than friggin' most of these clubs. Do you know what I mean?
Watford's a mess, though.
It is
It's
game
horrific.
on. It is game
Watford
on.
is Brighton done badly.
3-2.
Mm.
3-2 in the game.
Listen,
I'm happy.
bring.
But yeah,
Hey, talk to me, Robin. Is Radcliffe the Ineos guy? Is he like?
Yeah.
Is he
So-
where's my? Have I got Ineos on here? No, it's not on this kit. Oh, no, it's not on this season.
yeah, he's the Ineos guy,
Oh, damn
all that stuff. Do you know what's more annoying though? Because I don't get why my Twitter algorithm is showing me this, but I'm seeing bare Ineos stuff on my Twitter algorithm.
Because you've been
I-
preying
I'm
that
not trying-
Radcliffe.
I'm not
bro.
trying to hear that.
Did you get
Preying
that
that
advert?
Radcliffe.
The Ineos advert?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, where's it coming
I
from?
said,
I'm
hold
like,
on.
do you think I am not looking up gym rack.
Guys.
I couldn't care less.
Guys, 3 weeks ago,
I've Googled him a couple times, to be
didn't know
fair.
what Ineos was 3 weeks ago. Now I'm getting adverts.
Oscar, come on, Oscar, man. They're plastered all over the Mercedes in Formula One, brother. Ineos are here. They've been here.
Can't give the monkeys.
No, Ineos is it's a big company. I just don't trust the owner.
What country is Ineos? It's a British company, right?
It's a British company because it's owned by Jim Ratcliffe.
Is that why they went to who's the club in France that they own?
Nice.
And this is why they're signing Rasmus Michael and Ross Barkley.
Oscar, look at the state of them. Thank you very much. Look at the state of Nice. Look at the state of OG Nice.
That's pathetic.
That's not very nice.
It's not at all, is it? South of France, and look at it. What did they have to offer? Nothing. Get out of it.
When I signing Ross Barkley and Nick Pepe, get out.
But clear seas and disparity.
Right. Last things on Manchester United, Robin. Before we move on.
No, like I said, 3 wins.
I feel sorry for you, Robin. You've had to hold it. You've held it. Oscar just went. Oscar went.
Because the thing is,
oh my god,
I wasn't even really here. Then I remembered what I saw the other day. I remembered because Man United didn't even put up a fight.
It's the contrast, isn't it? It's the contrast.
Pathetic.
Yeah,
it's OGC Nice. Get it right.
Oh, is it OGC Nice? I know why I kept saying
it's OGC Nice.
Yeah.
Is it on Football Manager? They got like a next whatever abbreviation for them.
Football Manager is a crazy game, man.
I'm semi-signed out. All I want
Zebra.
is Champions League football. Give me Champions League football.
Whoa. You don't get to sign out of anything. You have a top 4 race that you have to prepare for.
Oscar, did you hear the words that I said? I said semi. I said semi.
You need to be logged on.
Yeah.
What you need to say?
It's 9:47.
You could be logged on. I could still be AFK. I'm AFK.
No. Me?
He said he's signed in. And he left the screensaver on.
Your headset on.
I am AFK.
You're in.
The laptop's on, but it's on screensaver.
The director's going to give you a call in a minute, mate. You need to be ready.
You need to be ready. He needs to see that you're online.
Performance review is coming. You have to be logged on. You have to be. You can.
God, you got Julian Lopetegui's. You've only got one game on TV this rest of the season. Wait.
All of our clubs, Manchester United, they've got must-win games in the league. They have a FA Cup final, and you've got a takeover pending. You are the most signed-on person.
He's alert. You're on.
You are signed on.
He's buying all the papers. He's buying the Sun. He's buying the Daily Star, the Mail. You're buying them all, mate. Financial.
No, ban the Sun, man.
Do you know what's the craziest thing though? I couldn't believe it. This is our first week where we're not playing midweek since September.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah,
it can't be.
No, it is the first week since September.
Wow. You still got a midweek game in 2 weeks against Chelsea.
We do need to move along. We've been here for quite some time. Murad says, "Good evening. It's the greatest football podcast to air. When apologies are due, I just came back from GOTG3. What's that? Anyone know?
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Great film. Happy ending.
Batista.
Yeah, Batista in there, man. Just like Arsenal will have this season. Thanks for ruining the ending.
Oh, lovely. This ain't a prediction, it's a spoiler. Yeah. All right, let's move things on. Flipping out.
Can I just say?
Yes.
Peter, Ainsley Benitez is having a stinker. He's having a shocker.
Yeah, he's having a shocker.
It's 3-2. Someone to pull one back. They need that equalizer. They need it. But not Forest on the attack. Let's go to Adrian.
AD, speaking of teams chasing Manchester United, you guys are right on the coattails. Do you remember early on in the season when I said Liverpool will make the top 4? Are you a believer?
No, I still feel like we're giving ourselves too much work to do. I think looking at the positions Newcastle and Southampton are in, I'd find it very, very surprising for either of them to not get the 3 wins that they need. Looking at the fixtures and stuff. But you know what? I thought of.
Sorry, one second. Oscar, the worst goal kick of all time I've just seen. Did you see it?
No, I missed it still.
The keeper's it's a goal kick to Forest, and he's just kicked it out of touch. You know, like it's not past the
What?
halfway line; it's already gone off the pitch.
Keylor
It's a
Navas.
shocker.
That's
Keylor
a Champions
Navas.
League winning keeper.
Anyway. Yeah. Maitland-Niles is having a mare. Sorry, Adrian. Sorry for interrupting you there.
That's all right, man. But you know what? This sort of run that Liverpool have been on, it just makes me think, man. Jurgen Norbert Klopp has got blood on his hands.
Why has he got blood?
Because it's we can talk about, you know, backing in the market and not getting the players that you want, blah blah blah. Fine, but there were solutions that we had in the squads for it not to have been as bad as it was. Like we were like ninth early amount of weeks ago, and I think, you know, and you know my thing about Alexander-Arnold's phenomenal world class talent. You develop the system, he'll deliver, he'll perform, and then you sort of seen in like the last sort of month or so where he's literally been exceptional. It's not rocket science. Like literally, what we've done now is not rocket science. This is something we should have done months ago, literally. And then Klopp, even in an interview the other day, he even came out and he said, "You know what? Yeah, I could. Yeah, we didn't have enough pre-season and blah blah blah. I wanted to do it then. I wanted to do it months ago, whatever. And now we're just sort of see. Now we've come to the point where now we're looking really really good. We're starting to control games again, starting to dominate games again. Robin, that watch of yours, like we need to revisit it on Cody Gakpo, because what a player. You know, because not only is he a fantastic false nine. Saturday he played on the right of a midfield three, and he was exceptional again. So really really good player. Darwin Nunez, I'm slightly like this season. I'm just gonna have to write it off. I'm just gonna have to write off the season for him. Hopefully he can sort of come and pay dividends next year. And yeah, man, and this is why for me, like even during the down period, there were certain people like I just weren't going to put in the firing line. Your likes of your Trents, your Mo Salahs as well, because I know the quality is there. They've taken us to this point. You don't all of a sudden become a bad player. You know, Mo Salah is now on the verge of getting 20 league goals again in the season. I'm never going to doubt the man who I've seen score. I've never ever seen anybody score more goals for Liverpool than Mohamed Salah. And yeah, man. So I think ultimately we've had a poor season, but if we can salvage and squeak into the top four, great. But I think, unfortunately, we've given ourselves a bit too much work to do. And yeah, man, the buck has got to fall at Jurgen Klopp's feet. It does.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's a bit. I know, like, look, when the situation goes bad, it's not his fault that the situation went bad, but you could definitely argue that he should have been the one to arrest and try and change what's going on. But I don't
He's
think
like Arteta in that sense.
Yeah, I don't think it's to blame that, you know, the season went bad because of Klopp. But I think, yes, we can criticize Klopp for not arresting. That's one thing I can put on him. But I just feel like the reason we would probably say FSG and the like is just look at your age mates, look at what they were doing in the window, look what he was doing, look what he was able to do compared to what he's up against. Now, look, Liverpool are not a rich club, right? They're probably just a normal standard, you know, you get your money from, you know, your broadcasting deals, blah blah blah, right? Like whatever. But at the same time, it's a bit like, where's the pool? You know what I'm saying? Liverpool have won Premier League, they've won Champions League, and it feels like Liverpool feel like they're still buying players they would have bought had they not won
From
these trophies.
Tesco. Yeah, I
That's what I'm
agree.
saying. Like
Yeah,
they've
I
not
agree.
gone in there and said, you know what, all right, here is the Bellingham, or here is the Mbappe, or here is the whatever. Like, you know, okay,
I
fine.
think Thiago's probably the only one.
Of course, yes, Thiago, and he was free, right? Was he free?
No, I think he's like 20 million.
Okay, so Thiago's probably the one there. But you know, and it's not even like, you know, you've let a player like Sadio Mane go, you know, whatever the reason and case in point may be. But like top quality player will leave, and then they don't even replace. You catch my drift. So that's where I feel like, nah, man, like give him a bone, give the dog a bone next season. You know them way there. He's
No,
having
but
to
Peter,
eat
can
off
I be real? Like, you see what you're saying? That's probably why we don't compete for the league. And you say, okay, fair enough. City have gone out and they've got off Haaland and we've done what we've done. But I just felt like there were weeks we were getting slapped about 3-0 away at Brighton, 3-0 away at Wolves, and the squad was never that bad. It wasn't.
But the reason why I would say I'd blame it obviously more players than I would the managers, because then Liverpool would give me a 6-1 at Ellen Road. They'd give me a 7-0 against Man United. I think you gave us a 9-0 this season. I don't know if it was you guys, but like
Yeah.
you've given us. There's been moments where the tap turned on. So wait, hang on a minute. You've had hot water all this time. These times, man are acting like the bill's gone. You know what I'm saying? We're acting like the electricity bill's gone. 2-2's now. It's actually alive and kicking. So like, you know, you're the only side besides Arsenal who've won at Newcastle this season. You catch my drift? So like, I'm sitting there trying to work out what Liverpool is this. This is more than the manager, obviously. But like, I look at the players, I look at the frame, and you know, okay, is it because last year was such gut wrenching that it was just harder to get over the hill? I can forgive him a year. I can forgive everybody a year.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
If that's the case, where I start to say, hey, yo, Jurgen, and even then I won't even do it. I don't have the heart. I don't have the bottle to go to Jurgen Klopp. I don't have the bottle because it's outrageous for me to look at this man at all. Outrageous for me. And if next season Liverpool are in the same situation where they're fighting for top 4 again, yeah, people will have to say, look, Jurgen, what are you doing? But I'd say, bruv, give the man the squad to fight for City then. Until you can do that, I don't want to hear you. You know the way there. If you can't give me a team to compete against City, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. I said boiler just needed to be switched on. I waited all day for Yardman, for handyman to press a button. You know the way there. The handyman comes in, he just flicks this thing.
And he charges you £200.
Yeah.
£80 call out fee. And then he charges you for labour as well. For flick on the switch.
Yeah, exactly.
He's come all the way, man. You got to respect
criminal.
Respect the trade. Tahar says on Adrian's early point about Gakpo, Cody's very aesthetically pleasing the way he plays.
So why though?
Hang on, wait there.
So why?
Where's the why?
Oscar, come on. What do you mean?
He literally said the way he plays.
No. There's no comma. But listen, the fact that it was Cody is very aesthetically pleasing. Okay, I'm just saying.
Very aesthetically pleasing. The way he plays is nice on the eye.
Okay.
Get your minds out the gutter. Look,
it's not in the gutter, is it?
He also says. He also says Cody's are up this past weekend. Gakpo and Rhodes. Look, there's only one Cody in my book. Yeah, you start calling this my Gakpo because there's only one Cody for me.
And it's Hackpo as well, by the way. Let's get it right, yeah.
Let's get it right.
Yeah. Mo Salah 30 goals for a season, 4th time in off season, sensational.
He's got 30 goals this season.
Yeah. 30 goals this season. He scored in his last 9 at Anfield.
You know them man there. You know them silent killers, bro.
Did you hear what Adrian just said?
Sorry, jack that.
He scored in his last 9 at Anfield.
He scored 186 goals for Liverpool, tied with Steven Gerrard. Listen, all this weekend, every other week is a new.
Gerrard played for Liverpool since I was 7. What do you mean he's tied, Gerrard? Listen, like, you know what?
Is he the greatest Liverpool player you've ever seen?
What does great mean?
Is he the greatest player that you've ever seen?
I don't know what
does it mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because in terms of there's maybe people. No, there's been people that have been technically better than him, i.e., like a Luis Suarez. There's people that have maybe sort of had a longer body of work, i.e., your Steven Gerrard's. Yeah. But when you look at the level that this guy's performed at, you look at the success. Ultimately boils down to success as well. Like he's won a lot for Liverpool, and year in, year out, consistently every year he's putting numbers on the boards. Like he's never had an off year. His so-called off year was the year he scored 19 in the league and won the league that year. And I think he scored like 23 all comps. No. That's the only year so far that he hasn't scored 20 in the league. It was 19. So Premier River, and he won the league that year. So yeah, man.
And he was top goal scorer, wasn't he? Or was he not top goal scorer?
Now you're spot on, man.
Adrian.
Yeah.
How long does he have left at Liverpool, just contract-wise?
He signed a new deal. I don't know. So I'd imagine he's probably got to like at least 2025, maybe.
Okay, and I was going to ask, is he still marketable?
So that take it to like 33.
Just because I'm thinking about the future. Is he still marketable?
What, marketable in what sense?
What to
As
sell?
in, so like
To
when
sell.
he's done, like who, and you need to replace him. Obviously, whoever's going to replace him has a big shoes to fill. Would you take the advantage now, or would you wait until he's gone to try and refill him and try and recreate some
No,
money?
wait.
That's just what I'm asking.
Wait till he's
No,
gone,
I wouldn't.
man.
I'd never sell Mo Salah. I think I've said this for years. Mo Salah was our best. He's our best attacker. He makes the attack click. He scores the most goals. Like I think that people really underestimate as well as his creative ability as well. Like some of the like, even over the weekends, there was just a beautiful outside of the foot cross he does. Nunez couldn't quite get his head on it. Like our system function. He makes our system function, and I think that people always call Mo Salah a system player. And they're 100% right. You know why? Because he's the damn system. He's been available 97% of games for Liverpool since he's been there. So no, I wouldn't sell Mo Salah. I would have in the back of my mind absolutely. We do need right wing depth and subsequently somebody to take over. But I think by the time Mo Salah's sort of looking to wind down, somebody will emerge. Like give an example. 2 years ago, Luis Diaz, nobody really knew much about him. Now all of a sudden he's a big part of things. Similar, you could say similar to sort of Darwin Nunez as well. So attackers pop up all the time. So yeah, it's going to come to a point where we're going to need to sort of put big money or find a really, really good right winger. But for now, I think let's just enjoy Salah while we've got him.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
He's a silent killer. He's got a silencer on him, bro. Man's got 30 goals this year in such a horrific season for Liverpool. Fair play to him, man. Can we move on to Chelsea, who finally got 3 points after 7 attempts
They
under Frank
finally
Lampard?
got the
Oscar,
40
you're there.
points. They've crossed the line.
We are staying up. We are staying up.
40 points. I'll be real. There's not much to say on Chelsea. Like, it was a win that had to come. We had to secure safety. But it was a win that ended a run of like 6 losses in a row. Like it was becoming a joke, and we were talking about it earlier. But at half time in that Arsenal game, I looked around and I said, "What the heck is going on with my club? Are we
Did you ever fear going down at all? Did you ever fear it?
No.
Like 9 points above the relegation zone.
But I've always been in denial this season though. Like at the beginning, like in September, October times, I was talking to people who were telling me, "Oh, Chelsea are not going to make top 4 this year," and I was like, "What are you talking about? Of course we're going to make top 4." I just never saw. Like I always thought the good time was around the corner. Like I thought, with Potter, it was like, after the World Cup we'll do it. Then after the World Cup, it didn't happen, and then it just carried on. And I'm like, Chelsea have just got progressively worse and worse and worse. I'm looking forward to the end of the season now. We ain't got nothing to play for, nothing to talk about. I want a new manager in. Poch seems to be the likely person. But I think there is promising signs for whoever comes in to take this job. There's a lot of good young players, and they were all on show on the weekend. We had Madueke playing right wing. He was our best player against Arsenal. Peter, you got to see a glimpse of him first.
Yeah, first hand. Yeah.
Badiashile, excellent centre back. I don't know why this guy has not played more minutes for Chelsea. Every time he plays, he impresses, and he scored a goal. And he scored a goal. Enzo Fernandes. I know there was some talk about Enzo in the GC. For me, the talk will be over once Chelsea sort themselves out. He's a fantastic player, and I don't see any issue in him. Mykhailo Mudryk is a shaky one. It's a shaky one. He looks very, very raw and can come across as just like a what the hell are you doing kind of player. Like poor touches all the time. IQ seems very low. Needs a lot of coaching. But against Arsenal, came off the bench, and Peter, dare I say, he looked very, very good.
Honestly, man, I did watch him thinking, I wish you came. I wish you came. Do you know them ones? Because I think there is a nasty player in there. There's a bad boy in there. You know what I'm saying? If they can unlock the thing, then yeah, man. But like,
why is he?
Even Joao Felix didn't even come on, and I was gutted. I couldn't, get to announce his name. I was gutted. I was gutted because I was like, I love him. I think he's amazing.
Felix came on the weekend and he scored. Yeah, but it's weird because you get stuff like that. Like, Lampard clearly doesn't like that type of player. He's not a fan of Felix. That's obvious.
Just odd.
But Brexit means
football with him.
Brexit. And by the way, as well, did you see Aubameyang at the start of the game? like before the game kicked off, and the camera was just panning to him. And again, my heart broke, man.
Yeah,
I was
for
like,
sure, man.
you gave us some tremendous years. You scored so many goals for us.
And Arsenal fans booed him, and I just like,
I was
why are
gutted
you
about
booing
that.
him? What's there to boo?
And it was a halftime substitution as well. And when we announced that he'd come off at halftime, the crowd lapped it up. It was just like, I was just like, oh man, like he won us the FA Cup himself against City and Chelsea. You know them way there, like to win that semi-final and final.
But yeah, no, it's man.
It's sad. That was sad to see. I was gutted to see Aubameyang get that, and just Aubameyang's look as well.
It typifies how pathetic our summer transfer window was. That we brought in somebody like Aubameyang, and then as soon as Tuchel was gone, there was just no plan to keep him into the team. And he hasn't played hardly any minutes this season in the Premier League for Chelsea. It's been an absolute joke of a signing. We've wasted a year of his career, and we've gone another year where we're begging for somebody to put the ball in the back of the net. We signed a guy that clearly proven that he could get at the minimum 15 goals for Chelsea.
Absolutely. Season. With the chances you lot create.
And we didn't
flipping out.
Well, you obviously haven't watched Chelsea in a long time.
No, but you still have 10, 20 shots a game. It's not like you don't.
Quick question.
Yeah, go for it.
Peter, did you catch the guy who was shining lasers on Mudryk?
The man has been arrested.
Listen, that's a prisonable offense.
I'm thinking.
So yeah, apparently so. Apparently you can get nicked for it. But it's.
I had no idea.
Let me tell you something. To catch that person, I can't believe it. Oscar,
I don't think it's very hard, you know.
It's a goal for Nottingham Forest. It's 4-2 in that game. Southampton look signed to relegation. Excellent goal.
But anyway, these men can go anyway. Bun them, man, bro. These undercooked players. Bro.
I was thinking that
get some seasoning.
Get some seat. Give me a Maggie even before you come back, friggin' mugs. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
I think laser pointing is just a bit. Why are you doing that for, man?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to purposely alter the game for your own benefit?
It's like you're a douche, blood. Like you come to Arsenal, Chelsea, you've probably paid a fortune to get there, and then for you to do that, you're a douche. And in the upper tier as well. Big up the stewards. But yeah, that was that. So yeah, fair enough. Chelsea got their 3 points, and that's that done. In other fixtures, obviously Everton beating Fulham 5-1 away from home at Fulham. Unbelievable scenes, Jeff.
I told you, Pete. I think Fulham are at the beach. I think
but then they beat. Who did they beat the other day? They beat someone credible the other day. They slapped Leicester. No. Sorry. Fulham beat Leicester, but they lost to Everton, didn't they?
Yeah.
I can't remember now. And then Brighton got battered today by Everton. Absolutely battered by Everton.
Which has really hurt Brighton, by the way. Yeah, so
it will do. Yep, Liverpool beating Brentford, Wolves beating Aston Villa 1-0. Wolves have confirmed. I think they're staying in the league as well. I didn't even know Spurs played, but they beat Crystal Palace 1-0. I didn't even know that. And Man City's big Sam Allardyce at Leeds United, another strange and weird appointment, although I'm all here for it because this press conference at the gate was fire. I said, no one's better than me.
Oh, he's not that guy.
Not Pep.
He's not that guy.
No. Oh, no, I've got a good not that guy this week as well.
No, I'm just saying it now. He's not that guy.
He's right. He's right, though. No one has more knowledge.
How is he right?
No one has more knowledge. He said no one has more knowledge than Pep, Klopp, even Arteta. I don't know why he threw him in there. Like no one's even questioning that one. But Pep and Klopp, he just said, yeah, Sam is hilarious, man. I'm here for his interviews all day. His first press conference was 48 minutes. That's when you know. That's when you know, bro. Anyway.
Did you see him and Neil Warnock do the back-to-back?
You got to
split a cipher.
Hey, big up Neil Warnock, yeah. He's kept Huddersfield up. He's kept
going back to back.
He kept Huddersfield Town up. Goal of the week.
Listen, to SW6's question point, yeah. Oh yeah.
No, go ahead, Adrian. Go.
I forgot what he said. I was just gonna say, like Sam Allardyce, just who does he think he is? Like the way he got bunged for England, right? He was there with his top button undone, giving it the big I am, divulging
With a
secret.
pint,
Like
with a
yeah,
pint of red wine. With a pint of red wine, by the way, it was a pint. Let me be clear. It was a pint of red wine he had on his table. But you know what, though, AD
No, but
saying
then,
that, yeah, I thought,
you know what?
I
That's
thought he
also
was
just
done
bad on
after that.
England. Like,
And then,
how can you be bugged?
listen, look, yeah, like fair enough, that should have ended his career, but it didn't. He came and he kept Palace up. He came
yeah,
back,
because we'll
bro.
keep you up.
He came back and he got Palace
Question,
up.
question.
Everton since then.
Who goes to interview Big Sam with a wire?
What is your agenda? Like he just did something personal to you. That's what it was.
And it
He done
wasn't,
something personal to
guys.
you.
It wasn't even just audio. It was a video.
It was video.
Like I saw the wine. It was like a GoPro on the table. What the hell is going on?
Oscar, there was a pint of wine. There was 568 mils in that glass, blood. Let me tell you, that was
Wires against Big
a big
Sam.
ass wine. That was a serious wine.
A random question: How many pies do you reckon he's run through since he's been back at Leeds?
Would you say pies or pints?
Pie, well, both, I guess. Pie and a pint combo
Look,
though.
I can imagine in Leeds they do a good pie.
Up north.
A good
No, I need to
chicken
think
balti.
about.
Oh,
The further north you go, I reckon the better the pie.
England's hiring system.
meat and
I need
potato
to
pie,
know
boy.
what they do, because how do you sit through all of the candidates that you have?
And he was
say,
sober,
yes,
by the way.
I want him.
Yeah,
I
he
want
didn't slur
him.
at all. Listen, mate, Robin, because they're exactly what they say on the tin, hard as nails. Yeah, hard as nails. That's what you want is a Big Sam, a Neil Warnock, a Chris Wilder. That's what I'm about. None of your Pardews, none of your what's this other jabroni that's in English
I'm
football.
talking for the England job.
Listen,
The
they were left. Listen, Oscar, what's it, Robin? They were banged to rights. They had no idea where to go from here. After Hodgie, where did you go from here, bro? They didn't know where to turn. But yeah, big up, man. Big up, Big Sam, bro. I got time for Sam Allardyce all day long. Player of the
He'll
week.
keep you up.
He'll keep you up. Unless you're West Brom.
Will he?
Unless you're West Brom.
No, he's gone down.
Sorry,
He's gone down.
Goal of the week.
Before we get to goal of the week and player of the week, Endo has his weekly question that I just want us to run through quickly, because it's an either or. Weekly question: would you rather score in a final for your country or see your club win a quadruple?
Win a quadruple.
Quadruple. No.
I could still lose the final.
No questions.
Are you guys serious?
I would rather win the quadruple. Yeah.
You score in the final.
Countries have won World Cups. No one has done the quadruple.
You're egomaniac.
Listen,
I'm an egomaniac.
Yeah.
Oscar McGee's name.
Give me the quadruple.
Up in lights.
Yes.
Where's Mario Götze? Where's Mario Götze? He's a pub quiz question.
If I have the opportunity to say I
Give
am
me
a
the
quadruple
quadruple.
winner, no one has ever done this before, and no one will ever do this again. Give me that. I can win the World Cup every 4 years.
Your team is the quadruple.
Listen.
The reason I'm so surprised by this is because in all of us, it's feasible that our team could one day win the quadruple. That's a feasible thing. Me scoring in the final for Uganda is never happening. So obviously, I'm taking the thing that's less.
Listen, I'm not trying to have a 4-1 defeat against Argentina in the final and just have that goal. When the Arsenal could have friggin' the Champions League, the FA Cup, the League, the Carabao Cup, the Community Shield, the Club Championship.
4 cups is better than 1, by the way.
Yeah. You're telling me you'd rather Arsenal win the quadruple than Uganda win the World Cup?
No, that's not what I said. Don't quote me.
I'll say it. You're damn right.
You'd rather Liverpool win the quadruple?
Joyce, Oscar, I'd rather Arsenal win the quadruple.
How many Uganda games have you watched? How many?
Oh my
Oscar,
God.
who's Uganda's number 10? Who's Uganda's number 10? Like, don't get paid attention all of a sudden. Where was he when Burkina Faso beat Uganda? Where was he?
Look, when Uganda does qualifying for the World Cup, I always watch the game. Ask Peter. I stream the
fair,
game.
All 0 of them. All 0 of them.
Oscar was watching Malawi versus Uganda on some dodgy pitch in friggin'. You know what I'm saying?
Also, the question. The question doesn't. What did the question say? Did it say that you
I'm
scored a winner or
Liverpool
you just scored in the
first.
No,
final?
it didn't say. It didn't say it would win. We just scored. Listen, Robin, us holding a 4-1 beating to Argentina.
Hey, man. Give me the quadruple.
Okay, let's just say for argument's sake, is the winning goal.
Guys, can we deep one thing here? Robin has already seen his team win the treble, so he's doing this all for a League Cup.
Yes,
he's doing all of this for a League Cup.
Listen,
that's
Oscar,
disgraceful.
Hey, trebles are hard. Trebles are hard. Quadruples. A quadruple. There's only one team in the history of the world that's ever done it in every single league, and that's Celtic.
Oscar, wait there. So Oscar,
Celtic.
So what are you saying?
That's
Then?
bogus,
1966, 1967.
Let me see, Oscar. What? Like what? England, yeah, win the World Cup, or Chelsea win the quadruple? You're getting England.
Chelsea. I think Chelsea.
This bandit. Look at this bandit. You follow England over.
Do you know why?
You follow England over land and sea, bro. What are you talking about? This bandit.
That's cap. I've been to one England game my entire life.
Okay, let me ask you this: Have you recovered from Euro 2021? Have you recovered?
2021.
After Sacco missed the penalty, you recovered so much. You're making song and dance about it.
He let his country down. Look,
wow,
it's so painful. I've never watched that game back. I've never watched the highlights.
You can't watch that game back. Although there's a documentary on
the game sucks.
There's a documentary on how Italy won the Euros on Sky Go. So on Sky On Demand. I might have to watch that.
I'm watching that.
On Sky as well. On Sky. They didn't even have the footage. What are they talking about?
I'd rather watch Everton win the FA Cup.
Whoa, that's an outrageous thing. I never want to see Man United or Spurs win anything in life ever.
No. I mean historically, like when they won it in 1995 or whatever. I'd rather watch that video because I know they've got it.
They got like 8 competitions,
and you still call Brendan a bum. In fact, Brendan, that was so insignificant. Brendan left when he was on the verge of completing it. He done the treble twice. He was in the 3rd season, and he said, "Nah, you know what? Let me see if I could make Leicester get into Europe." That shows you how much that's worth.
He left, and then Gerrard left mid-season to go manage Villa over Rangers after winning the league there. Hey, the Scottish League got disrespected. Eddie Howe rejected Celtic for Newcastle.
Did what SW6 said though? Listen, that one moment in the trenches will go. The trenches will go wild in UG.
No, I hear that.
You're never gonna pay for Rolex again. You're gonna walk it. You walk into the pork joint. They're gonna lay out everything.
True.
Come on, man. You're
No. Wait. That's not true though. That's not true.
You become a king. You become a king. You scored a World Cup winning goal.
How's it not true?
No. If it's a winning goal, yes. But if I lose 4-1, as I said to you, 4-1 to Argentina, and I've got 1 goal in the 4-1, the Ugandan goal was 1.
Can I be real?
I'm not getting on any border for free.
Even still, do you know what? I'm milking the moment. I'm doing the Roger Miller dance in the corner.
You're egomaniac.
I'd give it the full Roger Miller, absolutely.
I'm doing all this. You're gonna see me in the World Cup in 50 years. The kids are gonna see me on the montage when I'm doing this. Them stupid celebrations that we see from the.
You know that celebration dance that Abue and Adebayo did at Derby County. I'll be doing all of that, mate. That was one of the best celebrations ever. If you don't get a chance to see it, it's hilarious.
Well, you know what? I needed a Abue documentary.
Parade and all the baddies.
Whoa.
He's gonna fly all the baddies.
Big up the Kenyan crew. All right, Oscar.
That's a lot of people.
Oscar, goal of the week.
I don't think he's flying out.
Thousands.
Goal of the week.
Goal of the week.
Listen, Dwight McNeil's goal against Brighton was a piss take. The first one. The one when he sat everyone down.
When he sat him down.
When he sat him down.
Guys, if you saw me, I screamed.
Horrid.
I said, I lost it.
That was nasty. That was a nasty one. I think Dwight McNeil would take that.
That's my goal.
Okay. Yep, mine too. And I think Robin's as well. AD?
Yeah, and full house.
Full house. Okay, team of the week. Oh, player of the week. Fine, player of the week. Who's the player of the week? Jorginho. I think it'll probably go to Martin Odegaard because he's got like 3 goals in the last 2 games against Chelsea and Newcastle. It's not a mean feat. Jorginho. Although Erling Haaland.
Yeah,
Although Erling
exactly.
Haaland, Erling
That's
Haaland
what's going to
did
bring
break
up. I
the
was going to say
record.
Erling Haaland.
He broke
broken
the
the
record. And what a goal to score, by the way. Did you see his goal? We forgot to. Yeah, Williams' goal was a cracker. It was an absolute cracker as well. But yeah, even Erling Haaland's goal, man, lobbed from outside the box. Lovely.
No, that's what I say. I was going to say Erling Haaland is the player of the week.
Yeah, because he smashed the record. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah, Erling Haaland. Oscar, Erling Haaland.
Yeah, Erling Haaland for me, man. What a fantastic player. What a fantastic
You know what?
signing. Certain man said Bundesliga tax. Can he do it in this league? Idiots, all of them.
Wow. I do you know what keeps coming across as well? I keep coming across the YouTube shorts of when Roy Keane got done by Haaland 1 year, and then he done Haaland 2 years later. I didn't realize how long the gap was. I thought it was like the next season. He did him 2 years later. He was playing for a different club, Haaland. He was playing for a different club, and he decked
He was
him.
seething.
And then he went up to him
Listen.
and says,
Roy Keane does not forget. He doesn't forget.
He's a nasty piece of work, man.
Nah, Joe, I would have been the same. I would have been the exact same. That was a he clattered him. Like even those ones, I just have to stand up and applaud. I said that is what you call. If you're gonna do someone, do him. Do you know what I mean? Like do him, bro. And he decked him.
No, because Peter, do you know what I hate?
Why?
I hate when players get sent off, yeah, and like they'll touch a man in his face, or they'll if you're gonna deck him. You're gonna get the red card anyway.
Yeah,
I say that all the time. Like,
yeah,
who was that mad at?
The band's crazy.
I remember when somebody got sent off for Arsenal. I said, you might as well just bang him in the face. I was fuming. I remember I was fuming. I was like, I wish you lamped him. But anyway, listen, I condone all the violent conduct, bro.
We have a question from Balotelli's only premises. How comes no one talks about Andy Cole's 93-94 season?
Because it didn't happen.
No,
it's because he plays for Man United.
Yeah, he played for Newcastle. That's the reason. He played for Newcastle.
Sorry, he played for Newcastle even.
He scored a dumb amount of goals for Newcastle. But then he moved to Man United, number one. Then Shearer came along. And Shearer was a better Newcastle striker than Andy Cole. So
yeah, it's a disrespect though.
Who is propelling that legacy? If there was no Shearer at Newcastle, we'd hear about Andy Cole till the cows come.
Yeah, he would.
Shearer was a god in Newcastle, if not still is. Do you know them ones? There's a Shearer's bar outside the stadium. I mean, listen, mate.
Although they changed it to 9.
I think they changed it back though. I think they changed it back to Shearer's. The team of the week? Yeah, Erling Haaland is player of the week. Team of the week?
Oh, can I say? Can I put a special mention for team of the week?
Go for it.
Napoli.
Napoli. Sempre, Napoli. Oh, did you see the scenes in Udine? Oh my God!
Did you see the scenes?
Did you see
Napoli?
In Naples. The guy that tried to climb the barrier with his son over the other side.
With his kid. There was one there's one guy that had his daughter and he just chucked her over the barrier. I thought to myself, flipping hell, man. You know, I was like, fair enough. He hasn't seen a title in 30 years. He doesn't mind what his daughter suffers.
These Italians, they love the game.
No, Oscar.
They celebrate with.
They love the game.
Do you see why me and Robin watch Serie A? Do you see why? Guys,
we love Oscar. They're on another level.
No, guys, you will not see a better atmosphere this season. I promise you, in a decade, than the Milan derby and the Milan derby this week in the Champions League. If it's not this week or next week, the Milan. Guys, it's gonna be ferocious. It's gonna be ferocious, bro. Napoli. Did you see the city of Naples? Every man and his dog had a firework. Like I'm seeing old women, grannies. Old women, bruv, grandmas that have given birth to 6, 7, 8 kids, blood.
Yeah.
With fireworks at 1 o'clock in the morning in Naples. Go to bed.
They're in their 40s the last
time
Napoli won the league.
Oh my God. Honestly, like them man there were. You're also brazy about Napoli though. You're so brazy about Napoli. Is it 5 at Forest?
5 at Forest.
What's crazy with Napoli in the weekend where they were supposed to have won it, because you know how they had to wait till midweek to win it. They moved their fixture on the weekend.
I can't remember. Yeah.
These men are stinkers. They moved their fixture so they can win it like at home in it, yeah. And these times they didn't even win their game. Stinkers, absolute stinkers. But then they got the draw at Udinese, which is, they've won the league with 5 games to go. They battered the league this year. Big up Napoli, man, and Diego, absolutely, Diego Maradona. What a name! What a way to name the stadium after them as well, Diego Armando Maradona. Fantastic season. Big up Napoli, team of the week, man. Absolutely.
Raw. Argentina won the World Cup and then Napoli winning the.
I know, what a year.
I saw for Diego.
You know, but if you're people like Insigne, bro, you've missed out. Like people like Insigne and Jorginho, they've missed out, man.
Koulibaly was there for a decade.
As soon as he's gone, bang, title.
Baraka said, "Why was there the Confederate flag in the station?"
No, for real. No, for real. Like, no, it's true. I'm watching this Confederate flag. I said, these not even know what that is? Like, what? There must be another meaning, surely.
They're the most racist people on the planet.
Did you guys see the snowflakes? That's Nathan's one of the snowflakes. Yeah, he says,
Okay.
not gonna lie, Serie A are crooks for posting Diego putting the crown on that Georgian youth instead of Victor. What?
I don't know, man. The Georgian youth who he's talking about, the number 77. I forgot how to pronounce his name. I learned it the other day.
Yeah, you said it the other day.
It's annoying.
But
but they didn't put Osherman, who has been clinical. For Napoli. So, yeah.
Who plays more like Maradona?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like,
was he the reason? Was he? No. Oscar was the reason.
Listen,
why
the player of the
he
season
won
in
this
Napoli
league.
was Lobotka. Okay, let's not get into this. Yeah,
they call him Cavaradonna. That's what they call him. Like,
Maradona.
He's literally the mini Maradona. Like, why are people acting like racist?
Hey, listen, big up Victor Osimhen, but and we all know full well they're gonna put another guy there before they put him. You know what I'm saying? When it's time, when it's his time is right.
Bro, in the video, man, we saw the.
That's when Zelensky was looking good, you know.
What's it, Zelensky?
Listen,
that's a Di Lorenzo, bro.
The "We Are All Monkeys" theme. I will never forget. I'll never forget the "We Are All Monkeys" posters. I will never forget that.
Flip it out.
Italy's a dope thing, man.
Italy's behind. I must admit, as much as I love the nation and I love their football, they are behind.
Are they behind, or are we just different?
Nah, they're behind. You can't say we are all monkeys. Are we just different?
They're behind still.
No, because what's it? We are all monkeys.
Oscar, we will get there. We will get there.
Careful.
All lives matter. They're the same thing, really.
Listen, get there. Because not that guy for me. Listen, team of the week is Napoli. Not that guy this week, guys. I'm sorry. I know Robin's got one, but let me first go to Serie A. Yeah, my beloved league. Okay, a league that we're just talking about now, talking about racism. Yeah. Did you see Roma versus was it Sampdoria? Did anybody watch the game on the weekend? Obviously, Mourinho.
Oh my gosh! Yes. I know where you're going. The
manager in the dugout is Dejan Stankovic, formerly of Lazio and Inter Milan, which Jose Mourinho had managed at Inter.
Big up Dejan Stankovic.
Dejan Stankovic is getting racist abuse by the Curva Sud, right? They're racially abusing him. Like, it's in unison. Like, the whole.
Wait, was this on Saturday?
This was on the weekend.
No, because this happened early in the season as well.
Yeah, it did. So on Saturday, they are. Let me say this: they were singing from the same hymn sheet, the entire Curva Sud, right? Singing racist chants to this guy. Jose Mourinho gets obviously taking that track of it. He's like, all right, fine, cool, whatever. He's like patting his chest, like trying to, fight against it. And then Mourinho just sticks his hand. He just sticks his hand at the Curva Sud, right, Oscar? He just sticks his hand there, just telling these guys to stop. And he doesn't even say anything. He just has the hand out there, and all of a sudden you just hear these whistles, and then all of a sudden it just stops. And he's like that. He's like, thank you. And it was done. I said, no. Listen, Mourinho is the Pope in Rome. Let me tell you that right now.
He's the Don Bala. He's the G.
Guys, Roma have sold out every home game this season since he's been in charge, right? Lazio, who are second in the league, haven't sold out the stadium once this season. Like, the guy, you get there, you think they're in a final, bruv. It's like the Coppa Italia final. No. This is a normal Serie A game against Sampdoria.
Of all teams.
Cagliari, Bologna.
Are you? No, Jose is the Rock, is what you're telling me.
Jose is the people's champ, okay? He's the most electrifying man in Rome.
Yeah.
In Rome Entertainment.
In Rome Entertainment. Yes, Oscar.
Big news in the game.
It's huge.
unfortunately, the goal for Nottingham Forest was chalked off. It was offside, so it's not 5, it's 4-2. And then Southampton have just got themselves a penalty, which James Ward-Prowse has dispatched. It's now 4-3.
Oh,
2 minutes of added time remaining, but there should be more added on because they checked for the penalty for like.
Did James Ward-Prowse give me the golf swing? I need that full birdie.
He's desperate.
No, he's not giving you a golf. He ran and grabbed the ball.
The ball. Yeah.
Come on, give me a swing.
Even if
it's a hard one.
Peter,
It's a half
Peter.
one.
Are you signing the Ward-Prowse?
The Ward.
I'll take the Ward.
No chance in hell.
I'll take the Ward. For set piece alone, I'll take the Ward. Are you mad? 20 on
To do
Football
what?
Manager.
Yeah, it's the only reason. It's the only reason why you buy him.
It doesn't make any sense.
In Football Manager for the last 3 years, he's been 20 on set pieces. Are you joking me? Nah. Penalties and free kicks, he's been 20. Nah, I'll take him. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. Oscar, no one's never missed a penalty. Oh, it's a precision penalty, that.
Lukaku has missed penalties in 2017. But look, when it comes to I didn't even know what I was going to say.
By the way, if Jose Mourinho
Signing Ward-Prowse.
if somebody put up if Jose wins the Serie A title with Roma, guys, there will be no stadium left in Rome. They will demolish the entire city. The Vatican City, the Pope will bring him in. He'll go in the Vatican. He'll be in the Vatican. Jose will be done. It will be over. The guy loved it.
Are you saying Jose will be hung up next to Lisandro Martinez in the Vatican?
He'll be he'll be seated on the right hand of the Pope, bro. Let me tell you what. You guys think I'm joking? You see how John laid on Jesus, bro. This guy will be right there, boy. The left pec, right on Jesus, boy. You know what I'm saying? I said, Bella, now you lot can have them bums, man.
No, he's good. He's good.
Man.
Whatever,
man. Whatever, man.
Guys, Southampton have a 6'7" centre forward.
Have what?
Yeah, the Nigerian guy. He's awful.
What? They got what?
They have a 6'7" centre forward.
Is that the TUchel or something like that?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
he's worse than Weghorst in there.
So not that guy. Not that guy.
Can I drop one?
Not that guy for me is the Roma Corva Sud. They're not that guy for the racist chance on Dejan Stankovic, former Inter and former Lazio.
Okay, can I drop one?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you guys.
Okay, so this gentleman was born on 15th of November 1977. Yeah, he's had an interesting career as a player, playing at Charlton. Most of his starting his career at Charlton. Most of his senior career came in games for Bournemouth FC. After a short spell at Weymouth.
Oh gosh.
Do you know where I'm going?
No, Weymouth is a horrendous place.
It's so bad memories.
There's nothing to do in Weymouth, but yeah.
So this man has had a managerial career that has followed one of the managers of the season this season.
Wait, this guy.
Oh, yeah.
What did he do? Go for it. Straight
away.
No delay.
He's had a managerial career that has that has basically shadowed one of the best managers of the season this year. And he's the assistant manager for Newcastle United. Yeah. Now I just gotta share my screen here. Because unfortunately, this is going to ruin his name when I share my screen because it shows his name on the thing that I'm about
just
to
zoom.
No, Oscar. What he done? What he done ruined his name. What he done ruined his name. You're an honourable man. You're just reporting the news.
I just got to report it. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the Arsenal versus Newcastle United game, I see Arteta go to shake hands. I'm thinking, who's my man coming ahead of Eddie Howe?
Yeah, who does he think he is? Who is
this one? I think he can step, and he knows Sky Sports brought the cameras there. He knows the camera's coming.
He's coming for him.
Takes the handshake before Eddie Howe. I said, what's my man doing? So then 2-2s now. I'm just scrolling through to about an hour later. I see this very tweet come up on my timeline. Someone put lost for words, shocking. Now,
the first comment, are you the manager?
This gentleman's name is Jason Tyndall. And I said, why does he think he can do this? And I clicked on the Twitter account. Yeah, the Twitter account
it's phenomenal.
Jason Tyndall's desperate to be center of attention.
It's a brilliant account. It's a brilliant account.
The amount of tweets about this guy just begging to be center of attention. First of all, we've got the game yesterday. Then we've got him just standing in front of Eddie Howe. Then this is the one. Every time Newcastle United do a group photo, this guy is front and center. Look at him. This is him here. He's in the middle.
Eddie's humble, you know. Eddie's humble at the back.
In the corner.
Humble.
Guys, Eddie Howe looks like the kid, man. He's dead center. It looks like his 30th birthday. He's
I can't believe this.
And guys, that's this a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, there's more. Look at him here. Look at him here. Just wanted to get in front of flipping. Who is that?
Lascelles. Jamal Lascelles.
There's more, guys.
Wow. Lascelles still kicks more.
More photo, guys. Look at this again. Look at this one here.
In the Saudi Arabian kit.
Eddie Howe looks like the kit man. He's dead center, begging to be center.
He's begging it, man.
This guy. Look at him here, just chatting. Every picture. Another. How is he every photo? Guys, this is insane.
Nah, it's a stinker. It's a stinker. Jason Tyndall, you're a howler, bro.
He is. Who does this man think he is? He stands in front of Eddie Howe. Guys, Eddie Howe's one of the managers of the season this season.
Even Paddy Powers chimed in. You know when Paddy Powers got you, bro? That's it. You're done.
And they've been on this. This is on the 15th of April. They've been on this. I just found this out this week. Look at me. Didn't against Thomas Frank. Man wants to shake his hand first. Be stopped.
Wow. Hey, Jason Tyndall's not that guy, bro. You're not that guy. What a bandit. Honestly.
Man, I said main character syndrome.
These times, bro, you know what I'm saying? He's the Billy Gunn to Road Dogg, bro. This dibby guy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's got mental issues. How have you got the time to be hating on someone you don't know? You know what? Yeah? If you're a Newcastle fan, I can understand how that happens. He's actually got the map of Newcastle on the front. I don't understand. What's got the map?
Maybe the picture, the Twitter account.
Remember me when Newcastle into the UCL. Quick, just before we move on to the last note, that guy is full time in the Forest game. Yeah. Southampton are basically down. I don't know if this confirms them being down, but
yeah, thank God they're gone. I can't believe we drew to them twice. For flip's sake, man. Honestly, those are 2 wins I need.
So Walcott scored for no reason.
For no reason, bro.
Great. So if you beat Southampton twice, what you win the league?
Yeah.
We'd have 4 more points.
I'd say so.
That's how I felt in 13-14.
Yeah, the little pony that Mourinho kept talking about.
We lost the league to Sunderland and they went down.
Yeah, I find that must be the most infuriating thing because the points didn't go to anything. You went down anyway. At least you have given me the points and let me win the league and go down.
The points meant nothing.
Guys, it literally meant nothing.
24 points after 35 games. I mean, the players look
boys.
You conceded 4 goals.
Anyways, I've got
about football.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
What you call it? Not that guy. Well, I've got 2 very, very, very quick shouts. The first one goes to Lionel Messi for just darting on holiday for no reason without telling his club.
The guy left without leave, without even authority, nothing. He wasn't given absence of leave, nothing.
He just said, you know what, I could do what I want. But technically speaking, it's great all the time. Does what you want. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh. He's really, really not that guy, though. And who's the other one? But I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll go back to it if I do. But overall, not that guy is the one that claims to be the number 1 goalkeeper in Manchester, mate. Pack your bags and get ready to learn Chinese. David De Gea Quintinas.
Mandarin.
Quintan, yeah. Because he needs to dip. You, sir, are not that guy.
What about the guy that said he had like Klopp and Pep had nothing on him? That's the other guy.
Oh, Big Sam. He's not that guy, but he's not that guy, but it's not worth it.
They put up a fight in that game.
Yeah, they did. Pep Guardiola nearly lost his marbles.
What do you think about Lola's comment? Eddie Howe for complaining about time wasting?
Yeah, the cheek of him. Eddie, the cheek of you. Did you remember your performance at the Emirates? You know, time wasting the goal kick in minute 5.
He does have a point, but
he has a definite point. Listen, I'm all for the mind tricks. I'm all for the dirty games, the dirty tactics. I'm all for Arsenal being nasty SOBs.
Break FC.
It's about frigging time.
Until it backfires on you. Until it backfires on you.
The game, I can only hate the game. The game's the game. You know them way there. You know the way
there.
But
for real, because Arsenal used to get shafted all the time.
I like Robin. You've seen us get bent over in games like this. When we're 2-0 up and we're getting bent over because we're soft. Because we just want to play with the ball. You know what I'm saying? We're at the crucible. We're not. This isn't snooker. Okay.
Pause right there.
Wait, what? I didn't even get that one.
Smash over there.
Listen, when I saw Jorginho do a friggin' the quantum leap when he got nudged by Wilson, I said, "Yep, we'll take that. We'll take that."
Yeah, Newcastle were aggressive that game, you know.
They were aggressive, though. Yeah, they were aggressive. De Gea, though, you're not that guy as well, because that save was a joke. It was an utter disgrace.
It wasn't even a joke.
Anyway,
Ben Rama. I don't know why Ben Rama was sliding. Like it was an attempt worth any merit. I would have humbly jogged.
Ben Rama ran about 30 yards before he took the shot. Come on.
Yeah, he had like 4 players around him.
Anyway, right. Those are not your guys this week. The only big fixtures I think this week coming up, really and truly.
Lava.
Like, let's see.
The champions.
I didn't even notice that. Is it the Champions League this week? So it's the Milan derby and
it is.
And what is it? Real Madrid against City, isn't it?
Real Madrid. City.
Come on, Hala Madrid. Hala Madrid.
I've never wanted City to win a game more.
Huh?
Is it? Why?
Oscar hates Madrid.
Listen,
you're City to win the Champions League.
As long as the Italian teams win it. I
don't want them to win the Champions League, but I do want them to beat Real Madrid.
But that's what it will mean, no?
Yeah. So Oscar wants Milan to win the Champions League. I hear that. I see you, bro. That's all right. All right. Who do we think's winning the first legs then? Milan derby first.
Well, guys, I told you about the City treble from early, man. I told you the City treble from early.
It can't happen, man.
Mirati.
Interesting.
I think. First leg away for City. I think City win. And I agree with Robin. I think the blue half of Milan, just like London, your city is blue.
Whoa, excuse me. Can Chelsea? First of all, can Chelsea be the best team in West London for a start? About turn it in about best team in London. How dare you?
Your city's blue.
Sort out your own postcode before you come to us.
Your city is blue.
Oscar, your ends is white. What are you talking about? Come to me.
What?
Pull him.
That's racist.
Hey, you're such a full MF over there.
You know when you say white with the H, like when you pronounce that H. Anyway, okay, yeah, and so yeah. Anyway, I'm going Inter. You don't know. We got Inter about Milan. Turn it in, bruv. Inter and Real Madrid. Come on, I need you to give me some damage to Man City. Make City have to work hard for it next week. You know them way there.
That's a heritage final, you know.
Yeah, I know, innit? Milan again, bruv. If they get to the final, bruv. Listen, I don't care, bruv. I'll wear red and black, bruv. Even if I'm Inter,
I think this will be the first time
final.
we've had. If that happens, I think it'll be the first time we've had the most trophy winners ever in the final.
Really? So Real Madrid, AC. That's it. Okay. Because they're the top two, aren't they? Liverpool ain't reached Milan yet, have they?
No. Well, one behind.
One shy. Okay.
Nope, they're one behind.
Well, let's see. It should be a cracker this week. And in the weekend's games, very briefly, I'll just tell you that Leeds are playing Newcastle, 12:30 kickoff on BT Sport. Huge. Villa at home to Spurs. Chelsea are playing Nottingham Forest at home. Man United are playing Wolves. On the Sunday, we've got Brentford West Ham. Then it's Everton at home to Manchester City, followed by Arsenal at home to Brighton. So we will know what's going on by the time we play Brighton. Let's see what City would have done. I'm hoping Everton. Dyche, yeah? I'm counting on you, bruv. Dyche. Dyche football. I'm counting on you. And then it's Arsenal Brighton, huge game. Monday Night Football when we're back next week. It's Leicester at home to Liverpool. So it should be interesting. Leicester could go down, bro. Liverpool could be sending them to the bins.
I'm sorry. I hate that it has to be us.
I hate that.
Business is business.
Business is business, bro. As long as Leeds stay up, that's what I care about. Right, guys, that wraps up this week's top 4 podcast. I knew you'd say that. That wraps up this week's top 4 podcast. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Yeah, at Top Podcast. Oscar, where are we? On the Twitter, Spotify, SoundCloud. We're not on Facebook, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? TikToks as well. Check out the Talkage. You know what I'm saying? Big up everybody. YouTube as well. Every Monday, 8 p.m. Even on the bank holiday, yo. Yeah. Mirad says, Oscar, this is where City will drop points to Dyche's Everton. Listen, I hope Everton haven't peaked, beating Brighton. I hope they haven't peaked yet. Let's get another win on the bounce, shall we?
They're not safe. They're not safe. They need another win. They need another win.
Everton. You always shine so brightly. That's who I'll be supporting this weekend. Guys, we'll see you next week. 8 o'clock. Peace. Monday night. UK time, baby. Peace.